And we are live. We are live.
I think it's a fumble. Nah, he got it back.
And we are live at Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey, and we are bringing you tonight's Metro League matchup, Lincoln and Franklin, right here at Memorial Stadium.
As they say in South Georgia, we up underneath the Space Needle.
Up what? Up underneath. Well, welcome here to this ball game tonight. We're pleased to bring it to you once again, live action right here at Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, he coming in clear. We're here on mine.
And
okay, yeah, you good, Rick.
Lincoln won the toss and elected to kick it, and so Franklin received, and they have it 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Wow, good play.
And not a lot of running room there for Franklin at quarterback. And work with us here this evening as we are working with this roster that Edwin that gave me is alphabetical, not numerical. And I don't see a number 24 on the roster who is at quarterback. Oh, there we go. There we go. It is Tank. How could I forget that? Carmonte Banks at quarterback, and a player who can make some things happen.
He's a good-looking ball player.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. Remember last game we covered Franklin, he did quite a job. So a loss of 3 on the first down play. And Tank looking out. It's got a receiver looking for it, but overthrows a mighty Eli Russ.
Yeah.
The little guy.
I remember he played in the community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so with that incomplete, it will make it 3rd and 13 for Franklin. Ball is on the 23-yard line.
Yeah, mighty.
And if you are just joining us, we are live at Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey, and the Rainier Avenue Radio team, and bringing you another week of Metro League football. This is week number 5, and then the next 2 weeks, next week and the week after, they'll go into kind of a round-robin playoff action. That will wrap up the season. So it's a 5-week regular season, this being week 5. 3rd and 13 for the Quakers. And some movement.
The clock ran out on it.
Is that what? Yep, delay of game. He's got to watch that clock, Edwin. Got to make sure that you get it off.
Got to get it. Got to get him up to the line of scrimmage now. Get him up there and get the ball snapped.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, it is now 3rd and 18 for the Quakers, and Franklin in the visiting white jerseys, black pants, white jerseys, green helmets, looking awfully good.
Quite dapper. I mean, 2 good-looking football teams.
Yeah, yeah. And the rush is on Tank, the lefty looking over the middle, and the ball is tipped, and it falls incomplete. And so that'll make it 4th down, and Franklin will send out the punting unit here. As we are early in the first quarter, game just underway, 11:05 to play in the first half. No score, Franklin and Lincoln. Franklin received the kick. Lincoln won the toss and opted to kick. They'll receive at the start of the second half, but right now it is Franklin punting. They are 3 and out, and Lincoln back.
Oh, the punter is a colorful guy. 2 different color shoes.
Colorful shoes there. Well, you know, a lot of times the soccer players, man, they got the soccer shoes. They got some colors.
Oh,
flag, yeah, movement's going to be offsides on Franklin.
A little premature.
Yep. The end man here, I think that was number 21, Ku Vong, and he was anxious to get down, and he's going to be called for motion, and so they'll take the ball back 5 more yards, back to about the 13-yard line. So Franklin will kick from there. They'll punt it away.
Wow.
And again, if you just joined us, I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey, and we are live at Memorial Stadium and excited to be bringing you another evening of Metro League football. Friday night, Edwin, we're under the lights, although it's sunny right now.
Yes, it is.
But it is starting. It's very bright. Oh, and almost
wow, and got off a wicked punt.
and the punt is muffed and called a fair catch. And Edwin back up for the punt. That was number 52, if I'm not mistaken, Pete Bantagreen.
Yeah.
Since when you put a number 52 back to receive a punt, but he must be something if he
Gotta
got 52.
Gotta be. That ball went 60 yards in there.
Yeah, that was a good punt by Franklin. And so Pete Bantagreen called for a fair catch, and the ball went through his hands, bounced up off the turf, but he was able to get it right off the turf. And they are going to spot the ball at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the for the Lincoln Lynx at the 41. Looking at the same colors, black and red.
Oh, Freudian slip.
Yeah, Edwin, come on, man. Pray for it, brother. Okay, man in motion, and quarterback is Will Billy Versaw. Versaw takes it around the left end. He's got some room there, and he's going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards out to the 46-yard line. So good first down play for Lincoln. Yeah, they'll mark it at the 46-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd and 5 for Lincoln. We're early here in the ball game. Just started. Game just underway.
I'll tell you what, number 99 is a big young man. Wow.
And the handoff right up the middle.
Yes, sir. Oh!
The ball down. I tell you, I believe that was Tank, number 24. Yes, it
24,
was.
But they ran into number 99, and everything stopped.
Well, number 99, and unfortunately, we don't have the height and weight listed, but that's Willie McIntyre. They call him Willie Mack.
Yeah, Willie Mack is the big fella.
Yeah, and a loss of 1 on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 6 to go. Ball's on the 46-yard line. And barking out the signals. And the pass, open receiver, and he gets the pass and goes down on the turf. And I believe that was number 12, Edwin, if I'm not mistaken, Ace Corsello.
Yeah, that's a good pass.
So Corsello taking the pass from quarterback Billy Versaw. And Versaw, he as you would say, Edwin, he put it on him.
Put it right on him.
And so Corsello with the first down. Corsello kind of was coming back and made the reception, was not able to keep his footing, Edwin. He might have had a little bit of running.
Yeah, he could have did something.
But nonetheless, he got the first down. Ball now at the Franklin 46-yard line for Lincoln.
They're running those in routes. I know now it's going to be a little fake in and go.
And the referees blowing the whistle. We got the timeout on the field. Oh, yeah, and you're right, number 99, Edwin. I'd say, what do you say? He goes,
easy.
Got to be about 300.
Easy. If he's a pound, he's 3.
And he doesn't look like he's more than about 5'10".
Yes, sir. But I tell you what, he mixing it up on the inside.
Yes, indeed.
He
yes,
is.
Indeed. That is that big young man for the Franklin Quakers.
I might give him the belly bumper award on the defensive side.
Just because he is.
Just because he's a big fella and he ain't taking nothing from nobody.
That's Willie Mack. Yes, sir. Willie McIntyre.
He's mixing it up in there now. I mean, they can't move him.
Yeah, no, he is you ain't lying. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He is a big dude. And so both teams coming back on the field. And so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lincoln on the Franklin 46-yard line. And good to see both of these teams fielding a team, both of these schools, I should say, fielding a team, Edwin.
Yep.
So man in motion, handoff right up the middle. And I want to say that was number, give me a second here with the carry. Well, hard to see these numbers, Edwin. So Lincoln's got the black uniforms, and they've got the gray numbers outlined in red.
In red, you can't see them at all.
I believe that was, we'll get that, the running back. I'll get that to you in a moment. Forgive me. So a pickup of about 2 yards and a whistle on the play, and that was number 35, James Neuberger, who picked up about 3 on that first down carry. Ball is at the 43-yard line of Franklin, and a flag on the play. So we will see what the call is.
Offside.
Offsides on the defense. So that'll give Lincoln another 5 yards. So that'll make it, instead of 2nd and 8, it's going to be about 2nd and 3, if my math is correct, because 8 minus 5 does equal 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I heard you took ciphering at Florida A&M.
I took, what was that?
Ciphering.
Ciphering. Okay. Well, like Muhammad Ali said about truculent, he said, I don't know what that is, but if it's good, I am that. Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Talk to
sir.
me, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2nd and 2.
Oh, good play.
And the pass out on the sideline there. Oh, a great defensive play coming up. So the pass went out to, I don't have a number 1 on the Lincoln roster, so forgive me.
I think they got the first down.
But defending on the play for Franklin was Jalen Call made the stop. But yeah, you're right. Lincoln picked up the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Lincoln at the Franklin 35-yard line.
Okay, they got something
rolling out. He's got a receiver on the end.
Oh,
great catch.
good catch.
Reception.
All hands.
Yes, indeed. That was number 12, Pace Carcello. And man, the sophomore Edwin coming back and made the catch and kept his feet in bounds. And so that's going to be, let's see where they spot it, at the 24-yard line. It's going to be another first down.
Well, Franklin better be careful for that double move because it's coming.
Yeah. I know that. Looking for that out, and he's going to run past you going up the field.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. So a great play there by Lincoln. Balls on the Franklin 24, 1st and 10 for the Lynx. And the handoff up the middle. That's number 30.
Oh.
He's got some room. He cuts it back.
Oh, they got
it. Spinning, and he's inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line, but I believe that's going to come back yet.
Either going to be a block in the back because where the flag went, I think it's going to be a block in the back.
So it is coming back. It is against Lincoln. And, man, what a nice run that was by number 35, James Neuberger, the junior running back. But it all for naught as it is coming back.
If it was an illegal hit, it opened the crease.
Okay, so again, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's going to take the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and about 16 to go. And so the snap. It's quarterback Billy Brassall. He's got time. Now he's scrambling. Has a receiver. It's going to be picked off. And that's Tank. Number 24, the big guy reaches up. And a defensive play there by the Franklin Quakers.
I'll tell you what, that kid played good position.
Yeah, Carmonte Banks, Tank. And tell you what, man, he's lining up on the line, Edwin. He's rushing the quarterback and drop back in the pass coverage on that one.
And playing the quarterback spot.
Yeah, and read it and made the pick. And remember, the first game we covered for Franklin, he ran one series as quarterback, and we were like, man, they need to play him at that position because he can make plays. And here he is. He is
doing it now.
Yeah, he is the guy, both sides of the ball.
Well, you want a kid like this. I mean, defensively, offensively, I'm sure he can do some special teams.
Yep.
And he's about, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, he's a good size there.
Yeah.
And so the handoff, and a stop right up the middle, and there for the stop is, that was number 50 for Lincoln, Connor Olson. And, man, he was not fooled. He stopped the ball carrier for about a 5-yard loss back to the 34-yard line.
And I don't think nobody tried to block him.
Yeah. Connor Olson came in there with authority. And so that will make it 2nd and 15. Franklin with the ball on the 35-yard line. And how you like that center? That's a big young man.
Yeah, he pops out there, don't he? I like a center who pops.
Ishmael Juarez Valdez.
Oh.
And we got some movement again. Let's see who it's going to be called against.
Well, the right tackle moved, but I think it's going to be on the defense.
Yep, you're right, Edwin.
Yeah.
And so that first down play for a loss, Franklin's going to get it back with the penalty. And so I think it's going to come right back to about the original line of scrimmage. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Actually, 2nd and 9.
So no harm, no foul on the last play.
So if you just joined us, we are live at Memorial Stadium, Lincoln and Franklin. 6:40 left to go in the first quarter, no score. In our Friday night under the lights at Memorial Stadium. Week number 5 of our coverage and quarterback, Tank Carmonte Banks, and he looked for a receiver and almost intercepted and went through the hands of the defender, number 20, Liam O'Leary.
And it went through what's the little fella name?
Oh, Mighty. Eli Rush. Eli Rush was
caromed off one guy, went through Mighty's hands.
Yeah. And that's a tough one. You work on that tip drill, Edwin, and that's why, because oftentimes the ball, will be tipped and it might surprise you. And Mighty just was not able to, after the ball was tipped by the defense, was not able to get his hands on it and pull it in. And check that. I said the center's number 53 for, that is Ishmael Juarez Valdez, the senior, and he's got some size. And Tank is going to hang on to the ball. He's going to cut it up. Not a lot of running room there. He's gang tackled at the 40, maybe a half yard on that play. So that's going to force a 4th down and about 9 to go.
It's going to take more than one to bring him down now.
Well, yeah, we saw that. No doubt about that.
Wow.
And so Franklin will punt it away. 5:50 left to go. A couple of players deep for Lincoln. High snap, but the punter gets it off. I tell you what, this punter, he can kick the ball.
Now I might be wrong, but I don't think Franklin got but 10 out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, they didn't need it because the punt was high enough.
Yes, sir.
Fair catch called again by number 52, Pete Banta Green. And so Lincoln will take over 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. No score, first quarter, 5:45 left to play. I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey and the Rainier Avenue Radio team. Taylor Kareem, Tony B, Daniel B, bringing you live action. And, of course, you can see it right here on Facebook Live, YouTube, or Twitch. And looking for the receiver on the outside.
Good play by number 1. Good play.
And I believe that is a Max DeBro, the receiver, out on the end there. And he picked up about 2 yards. And Edwin mentioned number 1. That was a good tackle by Jalen J.C. Call. Nowhere to go there. So it may seem a little bit quiet, and that's because, again, with the loosening restrictions, families are allowed to come to the game. We're on the Lincoln side, and there are no fans on this side of the field in the stands in front of us. Across the field, Franklin's got about 10 or 15 fans, and a handoff up the middle, and that is number 35, James Neuberger. Neuberger cuts it inside and gets some positive yards across the 40-yard line out to about the 41. So we'll give a pickup of about 4, maybe 5 yards there, Edwin. So that'll make it 3rd and 3 to go. Ball's on the 41. They've got to get out to the 44 for the first down.
Again, Rick, it's a good game.
It is. I mean, we've seen some, and we've commented on this, some really well-played games, very few mistakes and penalties. And the pass out, and that is to Neuberger. He's got some room. He cuts it back inside. He's across midfield, and he's hit. Oh, and his shoulder coming down. And Edwin, again, that player you mentioned, number 1, J.C. Call.
Yes, sir.
J.C. laid a shot on him, but not until Neuberger got across midfield and got the first down.
Yeah, he moved the sticks.
Yep, in Franklin territory at the 49-yard line. And so 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the right now. Neuberger in motion to the left. I should say 2 receivers to the left. And the quarterback is going to be a quick quarterback keeper. And that was Billy Versall. And Versall,
I think he might have got about 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, he got about 5, man. Nice 5. Oh, yeah, they're going to mark it. Let's see where they mark it, Edwin. I'll bring it back. Okay. The sticks were a little, you're right, 3 yards. The sticks were a little anxious. They were, the box was moving a little further down the field.
Mr. Official was like he was going to spot it where he wanted it to be.
Yeah. But
not where he went out of bounds.
Right. So they call him out at the 46-yard line and pick up 3 yards on that first down carry by quarterback Billy Versall, the sophomore. So Versall's got 3 receivers to his left and 1 to his right. Hand off.
Oh,
big hole up the middle. And
wow.
Cuts it back. And
good
I
job.
think he's going to have a first down there. Boy, great job by that offensive line.
Yes, sir. Good blocking. And the guy hit it right on time.
So first down for Lincoln on the Franklin 39-yard line. Handoff to
Well,
and
a little late substitution.
Yeah, yeah.
That ain't good.
So let's see what the call is. I think they're going to call. Oh, on Franklin. Yep, on Franklin. So that's going to go against the Quakers.
Well, Rick, I got to say a hello and a what's up, my brother, to my brother Tyler Ernest.
TE, what's up, my brother? In your absence last night, Tony made sure that we gave him a shout out.
There you
Handoff
go.
to Neuberger up the middle, and right there, Edwin, for the stop is big number 51. That is Jamal Tyler McMall with the stop.
That's a good play by old big fella.
Yeah, McMall came in. He's lined up on that right side, but he came all the way across.
The ball went away. He squeezed the hole shut. That's the way they train him to do it.
Yeah, indeed. So that's going to make it 2nd and 5 to go for, and a flag down on the short gain to the right side, I believe. Again, that was Neuberger.
Ordinarily when that flag is thrown in there, it's holding.
Yeah, right in the middle. You're right, Edwin. I think this is going to come back. And James Neuberger, the junior running back, doing a good job out there, man, finding the holes. But let's see what the call is here. Oh, personal foul, face mask.
Wow.
So near the end of the play there. And let's see, let's see if it's a 5-yard penalty, Edwin, because it was just, he's marching off 10.
That's the big boy.
Or is he marching off 15?
Yeah, that's that big boy there.
Oh, yeah. So must have held on to it. And I missed it.
I didn't see his head go down. I thought he got tackled, but I didn't know it.
Well, maybe it wasn't on the running back. It may not have been on the because we didn't see that. And typically, if someone grabs a face mask and then lets go, it's inadvertent.
Yes.
It's only a 5-yard penalty. They marked off 15 yards, and so that was one where defender did not let go of it. So Lincoln's going to have 1st and 10 on the Franklin 15-yard line. Handoff inside to Neuberger. Now he cuts it back, spins. He's got some room. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
That was a good run.
Boy, I tell you what.
That was a good, tough run there now.
Yes, it was. James Neuberger just picking his way through that Franklin defense, takes it all the way down to the 5-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. So Lincoln with 2:24 left to play here in the 1st quarter. They have a 1st and goal on the Franklin 5-yard line, trying to punch it in for the first score of the game. And Neuberger and Franklin defense says, there's a goal line stand here. You're not going to get in there that easy.
Yeah. That was a good defensive play there.
Yeah, it was.
By the whole team.
Yeah. Among the players there, you had Tavares Adams, D. Adams. He led the charge there on the stop. So no gain, 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line for Lincoln.
Pass. Oh.
Quarterback Billy Brassall looking for a receiver, and he had a receiver there, but he couldn't get it to him. He's looking for Pace Carcello, and just not able to.
Could not make the connection.
So incomplete. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal to go at the 5-yard line. So the Franklin defense, Edwin, they gave up yards up to this point, but the defense stiffening up.
They have stiffened down here in the shadow of the goalpost.
Yes, sir.
I've heard that one a time or two.
Just a few times. Yes. All right, Billy Brassall. And looking
good play.
Touchdown, Lincoln.
Great play action there.
Yeah, it was. It throws the linebackers and sneaking out. I'm trying to see who that is with the ball. Number, is it 26?
26 or 25.
Oh, good. Help us. There's not a 26 on the roster, nor a 25. So I apologize. Really difficult to see that number there.
No, number 35 is on the sideline right here.
Yeah, it was not
him.
James Neuberger. So I apologize. But anyway, touchdown. So quarterback Billy Brassall, man, it was a play action, as Edwin said, and froze the defense, and then receiver was wide open. Extra point is up and good, and Lincoln on the board, leading it 7-0 here with 1:37 left to go in the 1st quarter.
Lincoln is pretty excited.
Yeah, they are. And so here, now we're going to keep it right here. I was going to say we're going to look for some scores here, but we're going to keep it right here because the teams will go out on the field. Not like a televised game where after a touchdown you go to commercial break. We're going to stay right here. And
I'd like to go down there and get me a drink off that Gatorade table.
They got quite a bit there.
Yeah, they got quite a bit.
So great drive there, Edwin, by Lincoln. And I mean, some of the keys I saw, and I think, type of play that you look at, man, their offensive line did a job. They really did.
They did. That was a very good drive and based solely on the job of the offensive line.
Yeah, they gave quarterback Billy Versall time, but James Neuberger made some nice runs. And, again, we talk about a running back getting through there and not getting hit until the second level, and that was the case on a number of the runs. High kick, and it's going to go into the end zone.
I'll tell you what, their kicking game at Lincoln is not bad.
No, it's not. And both teams, and we see Franklin's punter twice and has gotten off really, really good punts as well. So with 1:37 left to play here in the first quarter, Franklin and Lincoln, the Lynx leading the Franklin Quakers by a score of 7-0.
Lincoln's pretty fired up.
Oh, yeah.
Good for them. Well, let's see if Franklin can put a little something together here.
And so the Quakers are trying to get something together. And the pass out on the outside. And I tell you what, Carmonte Banks finds his receiver. That's number 90.
That wasn't a bad pitch and catch there.
Not at all. And I apologize. We don't have. The reason I'm struggling on this roster here is the roster is alphabetical, not numerical. And so
there you go.
And so if you all can hang with us for just a little bit, we're trying to work it out. As we're going, I'm trying to write down the roster numerically. That will help.
That was somebody brilliant that did that.
Yeah, just a little bit here.
They're changing football after 200 years.
And is that number 90 or 80? I'm trying to see the receiver here.
I think it was 80, Rick.
Okay, so 80, yeah, that was Elliott Simmons.
Yeah, it's 80. Okay. Wow, what a move.
Banks.
Oh.
Tank on the carry to the right side. He's got a first down and then some out almost to the 40-yard line. So
I tell you what, he's not a bad defender, but he is a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, no, Carmonte Banks, he has impressed us. And again, the first game of Franklin we did, I think it was in week 2, and he just played one series that whole game. I remember at quarterback, and we were like, man, they need to keep him in there.
Yeah.
One series that Franklin was moving the ball, and he's a kid who's got a decent arm, but looks like he makes some good decisions out there. And he can, when he tucks it and runs, he puts the shoulder down.
Yes, sir. You can give you a little something to take back with you. Take this with you.
Yep. So 1st and 10 for the Quakers at the 37-yard line. Handoff.
Wow, good run. There. Good run, good blocking, good offense.
And that was number 44, Dave Pugh. They call him Uno. And Uno a pickup of about 7 yards out to the 44-yard line. And that's going to do it for the first quarter action here, Edwin. So after one quarter here at Memorial Stadium, Leon H. Brigham Field, Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 7-0. And I think, do we have any score updates? Are we going to throw it to Daniel, or we're going to keep it right here? I think we're going to keep it right here for now. And, no, we do have some scores. So let's throw it to Daniel. Daniel B., what do you got for us?
Well, I'll tell you, Rick, here with our scoring update brought to you by the folks at For Culture. Every
Ingram and Roosevelt are currently in action, as Rainier Beach and Chief Self. We are awaiting the scores from those games. But last night, Seattle Prep came back from being down
26-0 against Bishop Blanchette,
and then scored 27 unanswered
points, all from the second quarter, and winning the game 27-26. impressive win by
comeback
Seattle.
and they finished number 1 in the shortened regular season.
Thank you for that, Daniel. And we're waiting for the teams to come back on the field. Actually, Lincoln defense waiting for the Franklin offense. The Quakers will have a 2nd and 3 ball on the 44-yard line. And they are trying to advance, trailing 7-0 here as we begin the second quarter. Live action here at Memorial Stadium. And so Carmonte Banks, high snap, but he throws it down. Looking for a receiver. He tries to avoid a tackler, but he can't. And that is number 55 coming up with the stop, Malcolm Dubin with the sack. And that's going to take it all the way back to about the original line of scrimmage. So that'll make it 3rd and looks like 3rd and 9. Ball's at the 38-yard line. So Edwin Tank just not able to get away from that rush that time, and he's brought down for the loss.
Yeah, he made them they had to make a play to get him now. He's a talented, good-looking kid.
So Franklin breaks out of the huddle and coming up to the line of scrimmage.
I just got Tony B just told me Tyler Ernest said hello.
All right. High snap taken. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to be sacked in the back. A loss of about 7. And let's see who we have there making the stop. I believe that was number 21, Ethan Ong.
Yep. Number 23.
23. That's the
quarterback. Wait a minute, Rick.
Billy Broussard.
No, Rick. That's 83.
83.
Well, I tell you, boy, old age is something to your eyes now.
83, and that is Joshua Flournoy.
Oh.
Flournoy with the Josh with the sack there. So 4th and long, and Franklin's going to punt it. And another fine punt.
I tell you what, this young man there can kick the football.
That is Anthony Avila. And Avila.
He's got an unorthodox way of doing it, but he gets production.
Yeah, he really does. Gets the ball up in the air, some hang time. And that's the 3rd punt. And the first 2 were fair caught, and that one not fielded. So Franklin's got a weapon there with their punter, at least getting them out of trouble.
Yep.
If they are deep in their own territory. They weren't that time. So the punt a little bit short of that time. So Lincoln leading 7-0 here with 10:26 left to play in the second quarter. Take over 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line.
Wow, good move.
So the handoff.
Oh, good tackle.
Oh, he is there, met by Carmonte Banks. Tank on both sides of the ball and says nowhere to go. Wraps up the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And so we've got a 2nd and 10 for Lincoln. 9:55 left to go. Quarterback Billy Broussard.
Oh, good job. Good job.
He's got some room.
Oh.
And Broussard on the quarterback keeper across midfield. He's going to have a first down.
Yeah, but I think he got it.
Yeah, just across midfield. Had to get to the Franklin 49 for the first down. They're going to mark it at the 48. So a nice keeper there by Billy Broussard to get the first down for Lincoln.
That was a good change of pace by Lincoln right there.
Broussard, sophomore quarterback, and he's showing some poise out there, Evan.
Sophomore?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
And a handoff, and that is James Neuberger. And Neuberger's got some room. Into the
two
tacklers off to the races. He could go all the way. He could go.
Touchdown. Good run.
James Neuberger breaks loose and a late flag.
Oh.
But I think that's after the touchdown. We'll see a 48-yard touchdown run. And let's see what the call is, because the flag was thrown back at the 38-yard line, but that was after Neuberger was in the end zone. So let's see what the call is. I'm not sure.
Well, the white hat finna tell us something now.
So touchdown.
Is it unsportsmanlike conduct?
I'm not sure what the call is. So the touchdown, so they play, and I was looking at the referee, Edwin, here, and Neuberger was in the end zone. It gotten into the end zone, and then the flag was thrown way back at the 38-yard line. So again, the referee indicated touchdown is good, and then a penalty on Lincoln.
Well, but I mean, a verbal warning might have did better, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. I mean, not sure what it was. I didn't see anything. The referee saw something. So it looks like they will assess it on the kickoff, Edwin, because here on the extra point, they're lined up where they normally are on the 10-yard line. So
yeah.
Snap is good, and but
they better be careful.
So the snap was bobbled by the holder. He just couldn't get it down. His low kick, it is no good. So with 9:17 left to go here in the first half, Lincoln with a 48-yard touchdown run by James Neuberger takes a 13-0 lead over Franklin.
A very good run.
Yeah. He cut up, found a seam, and then went back, cut back out to the outside, broke a couple of tackles, man. It was off to the races.
And then showed us some top-end speed.
Top-end speed.
Yes, sir.
Probably hear the PA announcer just announcing that as well, 48-yard run. So one of the better runs we've seen this year.
Yes, it was.
And giving Lincoln a 13-0 lead here at Memorial Stadium. If you just joined us, I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey, and we are bringing you live action.
Yeah, Rick, they're assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, they really did. So usually kicking off at the 40-yard line. There's a 15-yard penalty, and so Lincoln goes back to the 25-yard line is where they'll kick it. So Franklin will have good field position regardless of what happens on this play, Edwin. They should be in a really good shape as far as where they're at. And so the kick, and it's a deep
Still
kick.
Not a bad kick.
Oh, man. And
well, here they come.
The 18-yard line.
Oh,
boy, and
shoulder
down there.
Number one gave him a
JC call. So JC took it at about the 18 and brings it back about 20 yards out to the 37. We'll call it 19 yards out to the 37-yard line.
Yes, sir. Gave the defender a little something to carry to the house with him.
Yeah, he did. He put his shoulder down. Said, you'll come try to tackle me. You're going to feel it. Yeah. So the Quakers will take over 1st and 10. And yeah, no, they are marking it 38. So I'll say a 20-yard return by Jalen J.C. Call. And the Quakers will take over 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. And so the teams lined up on the ball. Quarterback Tank Banks fakes the handoff. He's holding that ball like a loaf of bread. Doesn't matter. He gets hit and still moving forward.
He almost dropped that.
Extends the ball, and he's going to get out to the 44-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. So Tank faked the handoff to the left side, spun around, and came to the right side and got some positive yards. Edwin, 6 yards out to the 44-yard line. They'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, they're mixing it up down there in the trenches now.
Yeah, they are.
They ain't the biggest guys in the world, but they're knocking some dust up.
Yeah, they're getting it done, let me tell you. So 8:35 left to play here in the first half. Lincoln leading Franklin 13-0. And we've got
a timeout
by Franklin on the field. And so we will keep it right here. Again, Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, For Culture and Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle. They're making it possible for us to bring this broadcast to you. If you are listening and want to watch it, just go to our Facebook page, Facebook Live, YouTube, or Twitch. You can see the action as well as listen to it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. And as we take a look around, Edwin, not much of a crowd, and again, it's really nice. They being Metro League and allowing families to come to the stadium here to see the game.
Yeah.
And again, looking across, we've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, about 16 or so fans in the Franklin stands that are across from us. We are sitting right in front of Ballard. So we're on the Ballard side. I'm sorry, I keep saying Ballard, the Lincoln side of the field.
You're going to get somebody going to call us and give us a hard time. Right?
I know. Forgive me. I'm looking at that black and red. But Lincoln, the Lincoln Lynx, and Lincoln back, they were closed for a number of years, but to reopen. So, and great to see them fielding a football team. So 2nd and 4 to go. And the handoff up the middle, number 44. Uno.
Wow.
That's Uno Pugh, and Pugh.
Tell you what, he is as close as you could get.
Let's see where they mark it. I'm bringing the sticks out, but they're saying they need to. Edwin, they need to bring the sticks out.
I would have to bring that out.
Well, you know what? Okay, from here, so the ball spotted on the 47. Looks like they got to get out to the just shy of the 48. So okay, we'll give the refs a break. They're on the field and see it better than we can up here. So 3rd and less than a yard to go. Carmonte Banks in the gun. He's got one receiver to his right, Mighty to his left, and Uno in the backfield with him. High snap, he gets it, and he's just going to tuck it and run. Spins, makes one tackler miss, and now gang tackle. He's going to be stopped at about the 49.
I think he got it.
Yep, he picked up 3 yards there, just enough, or check that 2 yards out to the 49-yard line. First down, Franklin. And Carmonte Banks, I think everyone in the stadium knew where he was going. Didn't matter. He picked up the first down. He's limping a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's like, no, I'm not going out. He's looking on the sideline, getting the play.
Got to get hurt way worse than that to get him out the game.
Yeah. Part my grandma, he ain't going nowhere. The senior listed at quarterback and linebacker. And so Franklin on the right hash and 2 receivers to the right. Mighty is in the slot to the left, and he's going out in the flats. And Tank looking for him now. Tank's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be brought down. Oh, man, I tell you what.
Yeah, he got shoestring tackle away.
Yeah, and I believe that was number 79, if I'm not mistaken. And no, not a 79 on the roster. Edwin, I'm trying to see who that was that made the stop. Did you see the number on that?
No, I can't. I can't see them dog jerseys, Rick. I tried.
Oh no, check that. There's 79. Jeremy Herbin. So Jeremy Herbin with the stop there, and on the back, the numbers a little bit not quite in numerical order for me. So thanks for your patience as we are working through our roster challenges.
It's the COVID. I'm blaming everything on COVID.
High snap and the handoff. And there's our guy, Mighty, number 7. Oh, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and nowhere to go. Yeah. He's going to be stopped for a loss. Actually, he's met at the 50-yard line right at midfield. So with forward progress, they're going to mark it at midfield, a loss of about 2 yards. So that will make it 3rd and 9. Check that, 3rd and 9 for the Quakers. 5:55 left to play here in the first half, and Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 13-0. Franklin in the huddle. Tank, Carmonte Banks. And now we've got behind him is that guy, our favorite guy, Eli, Mighty Russ.
Yes, sir. I'm all for him.
And Mighty in the backfield, and Mighty. And
I
tell you
that was a good play.
Had a receiver, so they faked it going to the left, and then looking back to the right side of Bubba Banks, and that was Carmonte Banks looking for Bubba Banks. I wonder if I don't know, Edwin, with the 2 Banks. I'm going to venture a guess to say maybe they're brothers, but anyway.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Mighty was wide open.
Yeah. So Mighty coming out of the backfield and went out to the left side on the flats, and Carmonte Banks looked that way for a minute and then looked back to his right and had Bubba Banks slanting, and he just couldn't get the ball there. So incomplete. Franklin will punt. And a bad snap.
Oh, that kid there.
Great job gets the kick off, and it's going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line. And coming down the sidelines and finally stepping out of bounds is number 52, Pete Banta Green. And Banta Green with a nice return takes it out to, they'll spot it, looks like at about the 32 or so yard line. Let's see where they put it. And so they mark it actually the 31-yard line. So Lincoln will take over. And now the play clock. And so Lincoln not huddling up, Edwin just coming to the line of scrimmage and then looking at the sideline, getting the play.
Yeah.
And quarterback Billy Brassard's got two receivers to his left, one to his right. Now one in motion. He hands off to the motion man. That's number 21, Ethan Ong. Ong's got some room, gets past one, past another, got a first down, and almost makes it out to midfield. So really good run there by Ethan Ong.
So Lincoln got their version of the little big man.
Yeah. So Ong went in motion, and then Brassard just kind of gave him a little, almost like a little shuttle pass as he went past him. And Ong had some room on that right side and picked up.
I'll tell you what, he's a burner now.
I think a flag was called. Might have been a late hit. Yeah, that's what we're going to say, personal foul. So it was a hit. Ong was out of bounds. And Edwin, that was a close call. He was just getting knocked out of bounds. And they're going to penalize the Franklin player for making that hit. He was. I mean, technically he was out of bounds. So that's going to be another 10 yards tacked on to that. So Lincoln will have the ball at the Franklin 41-yard line. 5:11 left to go here in the first half, leading 13-0.
So Lincoln put their version of mighty out there.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, counter.
And that hand.
Oh, they made the corner.
Neuberger's got some room.
Yes,
He's
sir.
knocked out of bounds. And Neuberger's going to pick up about 14 yards inside the 30 down to the 27. And I tell you what, Evan, did you see kind of a little shiftiness there, man? A little change of pace. He kind of half stepping and all of a sudden then put on a burst.
He got to the edge and his guys kicked the corner out. Did it again, ran it again.
So,
he went back.
Off to Neuberger.
He got up the field.
Neuberger's got more than a first down, but a couple of flags, and so this one's coming back.
Yeah.
This one's coming back. It was in the middle. And Franklin player coming off the field, limping.
Oh,
and now another flag.
Somebody got thrown out the game, I bet you. When that flag goes straight up in the air like that. Oh.
Let's see what the call is.
You can't have too much to say to the officials now.
No, you just got to let them call.
Let them call the game, and I might call and say something ugly to you, Rick, about him.
Right. But you're not gonna say it.
I ain't gonna say to him.
Right. So a good pickup for first down by Neuberger, but I think that's coming back because there are flags thrown in the middle of the field, which would indicate a holding call, and then after the play, there was looked like some jawing going on, and another flag was thrown. So waiting on the referee's call, we'll see what they are saying. It is.
The flag went straight up in the air. That ain't a good sign. Holding.
So we got a hold on
holding Lincoln,
which is what we thought.
Conduct on Franklin.
Okay, so then afterward, a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct by Franklin.
Somebody said something.
Yep. So let's see what's going to happen here, how they will mark this off, because you got two penalties. So Edwin, okay, are they going to mark off the unsportsmanlike first and then get the holding, or what? Let's see how they mark this off. So the referees are conferring a little bit on, and they're trying to figure it out as well. And one of the referees pointing.
If the white cap don't know, I don't.
Yeah. So let's see what. Okay, so it looked like they marked off for the unsportsmanlike. Now he's going back for the holding. That's what it appears.
Now what are they gonna do now, Rick? Now they're going back.
Okay, so now okay. So it looks like what they did is they marked off the holding call first and went back to about the original line of scrimmage. Then they marked off the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, Rick, the ball ain't moved.
Yeah, exactly. Edwin, it's about where it was. There's a little confusion out there because initially it looks like the referee was marking off the unsportsmanlike first, and then he marked off the holding and then came back with the unsportsmanlike conduct again. So,
and the ball didn't move. Look at the down marker.
Okay,
the down marker ain't moved.
Yeah.
They just wasted our time with that.
Okay, so the ball's on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lincoln on the Franklin 15-yard line, leading 13-0 with 4:54 left to play here in the first half. And so the snap and quarterback Versal, he's looking to his left. He's got a receiver, but just a little wide, can't get him. That's going to fall incomplete.
Good play of the defender coming off the edge, number one. He jumped up and just got in the eyes of the quarterback.
Yeah, it was J.C. Call. J.C. Call putting pressure on Versal, and Versal rolling. He's a right-hander, rolling to his left and was not able to get the body across and make a throw that was accurate. It was a little out.
Wow, good play.
Touchdown, Lincoln.
Great play action there.
Yeah, it was. It throws the linebackers and sneaking out. I'm trying to see who that is with the ball. Number 26?
26 or 25.
Oh, and the handoff cutting back, and that is Neuberger. Neuberger's got some room. He's inside the 5-yard line. Neuberger went to his right, then cut it back to the left, and he found some room. And he's going to be inside the 5 for a first down, and that's going to be marked at about the 3-yard line. So Lincoln, with 4:40 left to play, will have it first and goal at the Franklin 3-yard line.
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's the video.
That's the replay video.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so with 4:25 left to go, Lincoln knocking at the door once again, Edwin.
Lincoln has been productive.
Yeah, they really have. And so first and goal. And
Oh.
in motion and some movement. And I think
Offside by the middle linebacker.
Yeah. A little anxious there. That was number 44. Uno Pugh.
Uno. Either he's good at the game or he's number one.
Well, he's wearing number 44. That's okay. Dave Uno Pugh, a sophomore linebacker and running back. And so offsides, that'll be half the distance to the goal. So the ball now on about just inside the 2-yard line. Lincoln will have first and goal.
Yeah, as I add them.
And the handoff to Neuberger. No, fake the handoff and a pass in there. Oh, and a great pass and a touchdown,
Wow.
Lincoln. I'm trying to see the number of the receiver that got it, but man, great play action pass there, Edwin. And then Versal just drilled it into his receiver.
That's number
I'm trying to get him to turn around. So I can see his
15.
number.
Then he turns around and the guy steps right in front of him.
I want to say it's number 26, but I can't make out the number. But man, Billy Versal, just a great play action play there. And then he just drilled it into his receiver for the touchdown.
Block.
And the extra point is blocked. And so once again, nothing doing there.
88.
88, maybe, yeah. Edwin,
Yeah.
I think that is. Thank you. So let's see on my roster, turn it over on the backside, number 88.
My trusted binoculars.
That is a Jonathan Hovershorn. So
Okay.
Hovershorn, I tell you boys out there, Evan.
Sophomore.
Yes, sir. And Hovershorn with a great catch there for the touchdown, about a 2-yard touchdown. And man, that was just a great play action play. I was fooled. I thought he'd handed. He's showing some poise out there, Evan.
Sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
And a handoff, and that is James Neuberger. And Neuberger's got some room.
Oh!
Cuts the 2 tacklers off to the races. He could go all the way. He could go.
Touchdown. Good run.
James. So with 3:56 left to go here in the first half, Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 19-0. We are live at Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey giving you the call here. And if you want to see the action, check it out.
Oh, that young
YouTube
man
page.
there is a good kicker.
High kick, and it is fielded at about just inside the 10-yard line by J.C. Call making some moves, coming back to his right. He's got some room. Oh,
Wow.
he tripped up. J.C. Call had some room, and I tell you what, coming up to trip him up was Bowen Winter. And if Bowen Winter had not made that tackle there,
He's still running.
J.C. Call, might still be running. So with 3:47 left to go in the first half, Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 19-0. The Quakers will take over first and 10, ball on the 28-yard line. So the Quakers in the huddle, and quarterback Carmonte Tank Banks calling the play. Now he brings his team out. He's got 3 receivers to his left, which is the wide side of the field, 1 to the right, and a lone back in the backfield with him. And he's looking to the left. He's got to be
Whoa!
picked off, stepping in.
Pick six. He dropped it.
Man, almost. That was a Lucas Joss. And Joss, number 56, almost got the pick there. And if he would have been able to hang on to that, he would have been running to pay dirt.
Well, Rick, I got to say hello to my mother and father, Steve and Melissa Ernest. We always shock people when they see us coming. I tell them that's my mom and dad.
they look at you like, what?
And the thing of it is, they don't play it off. They be looking like, hey.
And people say, well, how your parents? How you older than your parents? And how come they're a lot lighter than you? What's going on?
Hey, man.
Oh
my goodness.
It's waist. Tank is going to feel that he's going to drop on it at about the 6-yard line. Oh, my goodness. The snap was way, way too high. And Tank is not happy. He is livid at his
he's a little furious.
Snapper. And I tell you, the center just snapped it way over his head. And I don't know, Edwin, if he wasn't ready, but even if he was ready, it was
still too high. I think there's some interesting things going to be being said in that huddle right now.
Yeah. Boy, Tank was not happy. You can see that. So that's going to make it 3rd and a mile to go. The ball's on the 7-yard line. They got to get all the way out to the 38. So 3rd and 31. So again, Tank's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right.
Oh, good snap that time.
Looking to the right.
Okay.
He's got a receiver, but overthrows him. It's going to be incomplete. He was there looking for number 11, Bubba Banks. And I would venture to say that might be his younger brother.
It might have did the backyard play.
Yeah, but just a little overthrown. So that will force a 4th down punt and back in. And Franklin, I tell you what, this is where it's going to count, because deep in their own territory, and a punter, Anthony Avila, he is in his end zone. He is about halfway back in the end zone.
He's going to have to get it out of there.
He ain't got a lot of room.
He's going to have to get it out of there.
And look at the Ballard players are back out at the 45. So they're expecting a 45, 50-yard punt here. So good snap and rushes there, the punt, and it's going to drop down at about the 25.
Not a bad punt.
But gets a good roll.
Not a bad punt.
And
went out at about a 37.
Yeah, somewhere around 36, 37. So with 2:46 left to play, 37-yard line, Lincoln will take over at the Franklin 37-yard line. They've got the pigskin and the lead 19-0.
Wow.
And Edwin, I want to do a shout out to Tack. My man Tack is down there with the sideline camera and giving you some of the action from right there on the field. He's behind the Ballard sideline.
Ooh, Rick, you done did it again, man. You done called him Ballard the 3rd time, man.
My goodness.
I'm gonna have to walk out with you. It might be a fight in the parking lot.
You got my back.
I got you.
And Lincoln fans, forgive me, please. And at least I'm gonna get the player right, and that is James Neuberger. And Neuberger gets about 3-4 yards, and then he is just pushed back. The pile pushes all the way back to the 40-yard line. But his forward progress is going to take him to the 33-yard line. So we'll give him 4 yards there for Lincoln, the Lincoln Lynx.
Oh, number 1 right there, Rick from Franklin ain't a bad ball player, man.
Yeah, we've called that's J.C. Call. We've called his name out quite a few times and making some fine plays on the defensive side of the ball.
He does a great job of playing that side, that edge. You know, they can't hook him. I don't know if he's playing outside linebacker or corner.
Well, they have him listed on the roster as a DB. And I believe that is the quarterback for Saw, with the keeper going to his right, then cuts it back to the left. And not a lot of room, but he's going to get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah.
Check that. Was that no, I stand corrected. I believe that was number 20, Liam O'Leary.
1 yard to go.
And we've got a timeout on the field here with 1:30 left to play. Lincoln will call the timeout, leading 19-0. So again, if you just joined us, 1:30 left to go here in the 1st half. We are Friday night under the lights, and the lights now taking effect on the field, because even though it is still light out, it is getting darker in the lights. If the lights weren't on, we'd have some problem seeing them.
Yeah, we'd have some dark spots, right now it's the lights nice and high, and Space Needle looking as intimidating as ever.
It's not intimidating, man. That's my kindred spirit. The Space Needle was introduced to the world in that great year of 1962.
That's the World Fair.
The year that I was born.
I was a ripe old man by 62.
Ripe old man of what, 3 years old?
3. Feeling myself.
And I have a special spot in my heart for the World's Fair, the Space Needle, the monorail, all of that, because certainly in my birth year of 1962.
Wow.
Good Lord, that's a while ago, Edwin.
I didn't even know where I was at that time.
So Versal with two receivers, I should say, to his left, the short side of the field, one to the right. And
Counter.
He's going to hand it off right up the middle and cutting it back. Again, is running back James Neuberger. And Neuberger gets that first down. So it was third and about a yard to go. And he advances it inside the 25 to the 24. So clock ticking, 1:23 left to play. And the Lincoln Lynx trying to get on the board one more time here before the end of the half. And Versal looking for a receiver.
Got it.
Out. He's got the receiver. I believe that's number 20.
Wow, good play by number 31. Liam O'Leary.
And O'Leary picks up about, let's see, Edwin, about 6 yards to the 18. And Lincoln can call another timeout with 57 seconds left to play here in the first half, leading 19-0. If you just joined us, I'm Rick Dupree, Dupe, along with Edwin Bailey.
I'm happy to be here.
Man, you're not the only one. And, you know, the weather the past couple of nights now has leveled off, not as cold. And but, you know, Tony made a good point last night, Ed, when he was like, you know, man, we were here the past 3 seasons in November, and it didn't feel as cold as it's been here in March.
Yes, sir.
So
something about that. It just ain't right. I got on my football jacket.
Yes.
And I brought my blanket to put across my knees.
That's not a bad idea.
Hey.
I got my 2 pairs of socks on, got my turtleneck on, got my hand warmers in my pockets.
Oh, I walked off and left my hand warmers again.
I got my cap, my gloves. So I'm prepared. And, of course, my trusty tea in my
I did not prepare my thermos today, and I am paying for it.
But let me tell you, I don't leave home without, especially doing all this talking.
Yeah.
And so second down play, Versal looking for a receiver. He's got Neuberger coming out of the backfield. Neuberger cuts it up. He's across the 20, inside the 5, I said across the 20, across the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Somebody from Savannah, Georgia just hollered at me.
But there was a flag, so let's see what the call is.
What's his name? Jeffrey Scott? Wow. Jeffrey Scott made me miss the touchdown.
Uh-oh, come on, Jeffrey.
And very seldom you meet somebody from Savannah in Seattle.
So Billy Versal got
Oh,
his
my
running back
goodness.
out of the backfield, James Neuberger, and Neuberger took it on the right side, cut it back, and got into the end zone. But, yeah, there's going to be a hold. It's coming back. So let's see what the call
The
is.
official was taking some big steps just then, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Or was it me? Now,
No,
yeah.
no, So with 47 seconds left, the ball is going to come out to the 18-yard line. So Lincoln will have a 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line. 47 seconds left.
And I got to say hello to my homeboy from Savannah, Georgia. We got to hook up.
Go ahead, do it. Savannah, GA.
All the way from the Sugar City, baby.
All right, handoff, Neuberger.
Get inside and run.
I tell you,
Oh!
Neuberger does a good job. He's patient.
Yes.
He gets in the hole and lets his blocks develop,
Oh.
and then he reacts to it. And so
They done got the official. No, that's the ball player.
we got a Franklin player down. So
Is he
let's see.
cramping or what?
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that, Edwin, here. You know, usually you see that in hot weather.
Yeah.
Here, this cold weather. you see some of the
I
cramping.
don't think they're getting loose enough, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, and
Which,
it's kind of hard.
yeah. That's Mac Mall. Jamal Tyler is down. And again, it doesn't look like anything serious, but they're working on the right leg, it looks like.
They're
So,
pushing that toe up. They're pushing that toe up.
Yeah,
That means he's
that's-
cramping.
yeah. So I think they're going to put some time back on the clock. Oh, no, the referee's just telling them to put some time on the play clock. You tell them to go up. It's at 25, and he says go up to 40. So the play clock goes to 40 seconds. There's 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Lincoln will have a third and about a yard to go with the ball on the 15-yard line. And right now we have a Franklin player, down. He's going to be helped up, and that's number 51, Jamal Tyler.
Yeah.
And he's limping. But now kind of.
So he got a little jog. Yeah, all right.
Jog out. So no doubt a cramp.
Yeah.
And he'll work that off. I'm likely we will see him in the second half, but he goes to the sideline now. So the clock starts again. 30 seconds left to play. 3rd and 1. Ball's at the 15. Billy Brassard, he's going to keep
quarterback keeper.
He's got some room. He cuts it up. Oh, and he's met in the hole. That is, that man, number 24, Tank.
Yeah, that young man make a lot of plays, man. That young man make a lot of plays.
And stopping Brassard in his tracks at the 10-yard line. And Lincoln takes what I believe is their final timeout of the half. With 19 seconds left to play, the Lynx will have the ball 1st and goal. I believe the ball's just inside the 10. Yeah, it is on the 9-yard line.
Well, Rick, I give a lot of shout-outs. I'm giving a shout-out to Tyler Ernest, my brother, to all of my kids over at CBS. And now I got to give a shout-out to my godson, Malachi Satterwhite.
The young man, Malachi
Satterwhite. That's my brother.
Malachi, correct me. We be doing our show. It'd be, Papa.
he want to come and talk. That's my boy.
Oh, yes, indeed. So if you just joined us, we are live at Memorial Stadium. I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey.
And let me tell you, it's cold out here now, Rick. I done put my coat on.
Yeah. I think I may have to break out that skull cap for the second half.
I might have to go home and get my dog bed and put on.
Unlike all of you, I ain't got no cover on top. I'm looking at Taylor Kareem. Her dude's looking good. I'm like, Taylor Kareem, give me some of that.
We might have to cut some of that off her head.
Yeah, she's looking good. Got a dye, kind of an orange red, looking good. I hope her daddy got a shotgun.
Well, we got the prettiest camera woman in America now.
Yes, sir.
Too high. He was wide open.
Play action, and he had a receiver wide open in the end zone and just overthrew him. Oh, they had the defense fooled. So a great play call coming out of the timeout, Edwin, and just not able to convert. Yeah, Billy Brassard is going to, especially if they go in the halftime and don't get a score, he's going to be kicking himself because he had his receiver open and just overthrew him.
Well, I like Lincoln. The ball boy went out to take the ball to the referee, and they gave him a standing ovation. Man, that's where I need to go and play.
So we've got 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. 15 seconds left to play here in the first half. Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 19-0. Quarterback Billy Brassard's got 3 receivers on the wide side of the field.
Whoa.
And
I think it might be another illegal procedure.
Delay a game.
Good
so
night.
Lincoln did not get it off again. That's going to hurt you, Edwin. Now you're taking it back to the 14-yard line. They're going to kick themselves.
Yeah, might have just backed out of field goal range.
So now the ball is on the 19-yard line. 15 seconds left to play. Quarterback Billy Brassard has got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Running back James Neuberger in the backfield.
To the left.
It's all looking
right
now to the left.
Now throw it.
Got a receiver in the back of the end zone.
Right off his fingertips.
And, man, it was a good throw. And the receiver back there just could not pull it in. And we got a Franklin player down.
He is writhing in pain.
And moving the leg, so I'm wondering if just maybe the wind knocked out of him. Or
that right leg is a little dead there, Rick.
Okay, that's number 34.
He's in pain.
D. Adams.
He is in pain.
And let's see what we can figure out what is going on. D. Adams is down. And yeah, they are. You're right. They're looking at his leg. So let's see what they're moving it. So again, the way they're moving, I'm wondering is these guys cramping up, Ed?
Yeah, it could be.
Because if it's a knee injury, you're not moving it like that.
Not like that.
Yeah.
I used to tell Jimmy White, so don't touch it. My wonderful head trainer for the Seattle Seahawks, Jimmy Weitzel.
And he's helped up and
Oh, he's all right.
Yeah, putting a little weight on the leg there. So
I think it's a cramp.
yeah. So we're seeing a lot of that here again. And so what's fortunate is nothing serious. So we're going to have a 3rd down and goal. Lincoln on the Franklin 14-yard line. 8 seconds left to play here in the first half. And Franklin trying to get a goal line stand.
They're trying to isolate number 7 over here.
So you've got single coverage on the short side of the field.
They got Mighty in the center of the field.
Yes, sir. Number 7, Max Dupree.
Oh, throw it.
And he's got a receiver open. Oh, and can't pull it in, Edwin. The pass was there.
Short hop.
Incomplete. It was just a little short.
And who was back there covering? Mighty.
And I believe that was intended for Max Dupree. Dupree was there. The pass was a little short. Dupree went down, tried to pull it in. But there is a flag on the play. So with 2 seconds left to play, the referee's conferring at about the 7-yard line.
Got one more play.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is. So we're waiting on the referee to come out, and let's see. Okay, they're picking up.
Wave it off the flag.
Yep. Picking it up, waving it off. So with 2 seconds left to play, we've got 1 play left here in the first half. Lincoln's got it. 4th and goal, balls at the 14-yard line. They lead it 19-0. And Franklin trying to get a goal line stance here. We will see what will happen. Here we go, Edwin.
This will be a pretty big stop for him. At least give him an opportunity to do something second half.
Yeah. So Versal's got 3 receivers to his right. And he's looking over that way now, looking to the left. He's got a receiver over the middle. And it is knocked down. A good defensive play there.
Defender, if he went in there with both hands, he might have could have caught that.
And yeah, I believe that was Edwin, if I'm not mistaken, number 11, Bubba.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who else back there now. Look at that. Mighty running off the field.
Yeah.
Mighty plays center field pretty good.
Yeah, but Bubba Banks was there and knocked that pass down. So at the end of the first half, Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 19-0. We're going to throw it to Daniel B. He's going to give you some updates and everything going around the city. And Edwin and I will be back for the second half right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
I want me a hot dog. I can't find one out there.
We'll see if Edwin Bailey can get that hot dog. You're tuned in to halftime right here at Memorial Stadium. Lincoln is up 19-0 on Franklin right here at the half. Also in action, Rainier Beach Chief
Self. That is so far being dominated by the Rainier Beach Vikings, 21-0 over Chief Self.
Okay, cool.
That's 2 touchdowns from wide receiver Jalen Green.
right there, giving those scores, making it 21-0. So there's been 3 scores in this game right here, and we can take a quick look at them real quick. And
Test 1 2.
Yeah. So take a look at those scores. Score 1 right here by Lincoln.
All right, Billy Bershaw. And looking
Good play.
Touchdown, Lincoln.
Great play action there.
Yeah, it was. It throws the linebackers and sneaking out. I'm trying to see who that is with the ball. Number, is it 26?
26 or 25.
Oh, good.
that was the first score of the game. Lincoln again scored a second touchdown. Here's that right there.
And he's showing some poise out there, Evan.
Sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
And a handoff, and that is James Neuberger. And Neuberger's got some room.
Oh!
Two tacklers off to the races. He could go all the way. He could go.
Touchdown. Good run.
James.
There, James Neuberger with the second touchdown of the game to make it 13-0. And Lincoln cashed it in for a third time.
And the handoff to Neuberger. No, fake the handoff and a pass in there. Oh, and a great pass.
There it is. 3 touchdowns. Lincoln 19-0 right there. A couple of missed extra points. But yesterday on Rainier Avenue Radio, we covered the O'Day and Garfield game. A dominating win by O'Day. And we can show you some of those scores real quick for you. Here's the first touchdown of the
So
O'Day.
they are hurting, but I tell you what, you wouldn't know it. Pass goes up. Kohler looking for a receiver on the edge there, and just a great, almost a push off, and he breaks the tackle. That's number 12, David Dominguez, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, O'Day, 65 yards. John Kohler to David Dominguez. Oh, my, what a play.
Yes, quite a play right there. And trust me, you're about to hear a lot of excited Rick Dupree in the next couple of minutes. So here is the second touchdown of that game.
1st and 10 for the Fighting Irish, and the pitch out, and I believe that is Jason Brown. Brown cuts it back, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, O'Day, 12 yards, Jason Brown.
Jason Brown definitely had himself a whale of a game yesterday. And that following up last week's, where reportedly he scored 5 touchdowns against Bishop Blanchette. So third scored, O'Day put it up 21-0. 21 unanswered points right in the first half.
Making the pitch, and tight end wide open over the middle. Touchdown, O'Day. Quinn Carolyn. And what a great play. They faked the pitch to the right, and then Carolyn, the tight end, just leaked out right on the seam there on the hash mark, and he was wide open, blown coverage, and easy touch.
There it is. O'Day was up 21-0 right there, and the hits just kept going. You kept hearing touchdown O'Day. They were only halfway through it, but Garfield was able to get the 4th score of the game with the answering, making it 21-7. O'Day over Garfield.
And looking to his right, a quick pass out. And, he's got some room. That's Angus Vlassity. Vlassity may go all the way. He's going to take it. Touchdown, Garfield. Vlassity takes it 46 yards for the Bulldogs. And just like that, the Bulldogs saying, hey, don't count us out yet.
Now, we
Yeah, they definitely right there. They said, don't count us out. And they but O'Day kept pouring it on, making it 28-7.
Cars going up in the windows there. And I believe that's just a quarterback keeper right up the middle. And let's see, no call yet. And finally a call. Touchdown, O'Day. And
it kept coming, 35-7.
And the quick out to the receiver. And it's going to be picked off again. Oh, great play. Defensive play by Hayden McDonald. He read it and got a jump on it, picked it off, and takes it in for the pick 6. Touchdown, O'Day.
And after that, another touchdown, and then one more, making it 49-7.
Pitch out, and that is Jason Brown. Cuts it back up. Jason Brown then looking back outside, breaks a tackle, and still moving the feet. And Jason Brown is going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, O'Day. Jason Brown, 15 yards, and just a great run there. Cut it up, and someone had his jersey, but he just kept the feet moving, kept the legs moving. And he drove right in for the touch.
There it is, Jason Brown. That would be his 2nd touchdown of yesterday's game. And like we said, following up last week's performance against Bishop Blanchette, where reportedly he put up 5 touchdowns, at least 2 last night. And it was 49-7 O'Day over Garfield. And this is the score is not representative of Garfield so far this season. They had a few players that could not make last night for differing reasons, and they were just a little undermanned, and O'Day was just set and ready to go. And they're finishing the regular season of this shortened Metro football season at, basically tied for 3rd with Ballard at 3-2. So next week on Rainier Avenue Radio, our games are yet to be determined, but we will broadcast you when we know and schedule those games when the league tells us. But we will tell you, though, that there technically is a league playoffs. The top 4 in the Mountain Division will play each other, basically. Number 1 and number 4, and number 2 and number 3. And those records are done. We'll show you those on the ticker on the bottom there. Seattle Prep finished number 1 via their comeback win against Bishop Blanchette. Eastside Catholic was at number 2, and they were tied at 4-1, but because of Prep's upset of Eastside Catholic finishes number 2 in the regular season. Number 3 went to O'Day at 3-2, and Ballard at number 4 at 3-2. O'Day gets the nod because they beat Ballard earlier this season. So what we're expecting to happen next week is there will be matchups for you with it'll be Ballard versus Seattle Prep, and it'll be O'Day versus Eastside Catholic. And then the winners of each of those games will play each other. And there you go. That will be technically your Metro League 2021 champion for the league right there. The other games that we are expecting to happen in the league playoffs, if you will, with everyone basically getting their chance to have at least their own championship, if it will. Either Roosevelt or Chief Self, depending on how the games today go, will play against Rainier Beach, which will finish at number 5, no matter how their ending goes. Garfield will play the winner, whether Roosevelt and Chief Self, whatever one has a better record. Right now they're tied. West Seattle will play the Sound's 3rd representative. Nathan Hale will play the Sound's number 4. Valley 3 will play Sound 5, and Valley 5 will play Valley 4. All of those to be determined based on the 2 games currently in action. Rainier Beach, Chief Self, Ingram, Roosevelt. Everything else is pretty much set up. The Mountain is definitely set up, and the rest. Right now, though, Rainier Beach up on Chief Self 21-0. The latest report is with 3:20 left in the second quarter. But looks like right here at Memorial Stadium, we are I'm seeing 0 on. Nope, they're out in another 3 minutes. So another 3 minutes here at halftime at Memorial Stadium. It's Lincoln 19, Franklin 0. 3 touchdowns by Lincoln. And just sharing those with you once again. First score.
All right, Billy Bersaw. And looking
Wow, good play.
Touchdown, Lincoln.
Great play action there.
Yeah, it was. It throws the linebackers and sneaking out. I'm trying to see who that is with the ball. Number, is it 26?
26 or 25.
Oh, good.
Either 26 or 25 with that first score of the game. And then Lincoln followed it up with a second score.
He's showing some poise out there, Evan.
Sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
And a handoff, and that is James Neuberger. And Neuberger's got some room.
Oh!
Two tacklers off to the races. He could go all the way. He could go.
Touchdown. Good run.
James Neuberger with the second score of the game, making it 13-0 after a missed extra point. And then Lincoln pushed it in once again in the second quarter.
And the handoff to Neuberger. No, fake the handoff and a pass in there. Oh, and a great pass.
There it is with the fake to Neuberger and then a great pass right there, making it 3 scores. Lincoln at Lincoln 19, Franklin 0. And we are just about to go to the second half. As you can see the clock there on the screen, less than 2 minutes before we resume play and go back to your play-by-play by Rick Dupree and also the color commentary by Seahawks legend Edwin Bailey. Again, taking a look, let's take a quick look at girls soccer scores from last night right before we go to the second half. Those include right there, a tie by Roosevelt and Ingram, 1 apiece. Seattle Prep over Bishop Blanchette, 3-0. Garfield with a dominating win over Franklin, 5-0. Lakeside with a dominating win over Lincoln, 8-0. Ballard wins over Nathan Hale, 3-0. And Chief Self wins over Cleveland, 6-0 right there. And the records for the Mountain finishing for the year, at least the regular season before we go into these mini league playoffs that'll start next week. Seattle Prep finishing first, 4-1. Eastside Catholic finishing second, 4-1. That tiebreaker because Prep with the upset of Eastside Catholic just 2 weeks ago. O'Day and Ballard finishing third and fourth, respectively, at 3-2. O'Day beat Ballard earlier this year, so O'Day gets number 3. Ballard is number 4. Rainier Beach is number 5 in the mountain at 2-2. No matter their difference between Chief Self, win or lose, they'll still finish in 5th. Garfield will at 1-4 on the shortened season. They will be the 6th seed, if you will. Only the top 4 get the chance to actually play for you would call uncalled league championship. But everybody else gets a chance to have a very meaningful game as everyone has their little mini playoff in their own little set. And winners play winners in the second week, obviously, and losers play losers. So everyone gets a meaningful game, and the Metro League has set it up just like that. And
Heading back right now. Looks like the players are back on the field. And Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. And we are ready for second half action, Edwin, and should be a nice little ball game.
Let's get it going. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. Well played first half. So Lincoln won the toss, and they deferred, and so they will receive here in the second half, leading 19-0. The clock is set at 12, and they are ready to kick it off. And there's our guy for Franklin. And tell you what, he is proven to be quite the kicker, good punter, and that is Anthony Avila.
He's got a good leg. Another good kick.
And, yeah, he boots it down, hits down at the 5. Actually going to go out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
So just short of being a touchback. And in Metro League and WIAA, the ball be advanced out to the 35-yard line. So that's where Lincoln will take over 1st and 10.
That's a pretty good gimme.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why you see a lot of the teams, kickers maybe don't have the leg strength to get it into the end zone, and so they kind of squib it down the middle. But Lincoln now will take over, leading 19-0. We start the second half here live at Memorial Stadium. Lincoln with the ball at the 35-yard line, leading 19-0. And again, appreciate Daniel B. getting you up to date on all the scores and highlights. So quarterback Billy Versal looking to his right, and it's going to be picked off. Bank once again. Camonte Banks takes it down, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Oh man, what a way to start the second half, Edwin.
Wow. I just thought the quarterback would just unload it down the field.
Yeah, Versal saw something there, but he didn't see Camonte Banks, and Banks just stepped in there and intercepted it. And a big play for Franklin to start out the second half. So they're going to have the ball. Let's see where the referees, it looks like they're marking it at about the 21-yard line, I believe it is. Yeah.
Yep.
So Franklin will take over, on the turnover, and that could be. Let's keep this play in the memory banks. There, it could be a turning point in this ball game.
Could be if they can strike quick. This could be in their favor.
So Camonte Banks has been the guy here for Franklin, and a bad snap. But boy, I tell you what, picked up on the fly.
What they're saying, an opportunistic bounce.
Yeah. And Uno Pugh, kind of dejected, disappointed. So it was a low snap, and Camonte was not able to field that snap, Edwin. But to tell you what, Uno Pugh was there and was able to get it back to the line of scrimmage of the 21-yard line.
He got that Sunday hop they call.
Yes, he did. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Franklin at the Lincoln 21-yard line. Franklin trying to take advantage of the turnover.
Lincoln got some scrappers up there up front. They ain't the biggest guys in the world, but they ain't scared.
No. They getting the job done. Both teams.
Oh, another snap.
And back there is Mighty, and Mighty's going to get it, but he's going to be brought down 20 yards back at the 41-yard line. So, Edwin, you and I have said this both. If your center can't do the long snap,
get under the center.
Get him under the center.
Oh, that's 2 times in a row that they had an opportunity to get back in this game.
And we've seen that, Edwin, a couple of times here. A couple times in the first half where it was bad snaps. So So let's see if Frank again. If I'm
And 24 is not a small quarterback
No,
now.
no.
Snap the ball over his
Tank is
head.
not. So they're staying in the gun. So Tank now is lined up on the 46-yard line. Mighty behind him at the 49-yard. High snap again, and the ball's on the turf, and he's just going to fall on it. So Franklin starts out the turnover, Edwin, at the 21-yard line, and now they're back at the Lincoln 21-yard line. Now they're all the way back at their 43-yard line with 4th and a long way to go.
Yeah.
Boy, 4th and let's see if I can count this out here. We got 10, 20, 30, 38, 43, 44, 45, 4th and 45.
Yeah.
Franklin's got the ball on their own 43, and they've got to get down to the Lincoln 11-yard line.
They never. Oh, and another bad snap. He got it off.
Man, I tell you
great
what,
punt.
Anthony
He dropped it.
Oh, and the muff punt, and let's see, scramble for the ball. Let's see who's got it.
I think Franklin got it.
So the Quakers may, and they're indicating they have it. There's a pile up here, and the referee's trying to pull them off.
Yeah, they mugging him down there.
Yeah, you know what's going on down underneath there.
Hey. Oh, Franklin got it.
And
that might have been a part of the
Hey, tell you what. So the Quakers with 2 quick turnovers, not able to take advantage of the Camarate Banks interception, but on the punt is muffed. And Franklin, now they're going to have it again right where they had it on the interception at about the 22-yard line. Let's try it again.
Hey, Rick, in all of my football, I have never seen 4 turnovers back to back to back to back. Yes. I have never seen that before in my life.
So here we go. The Quakers will take over 1st and 10 on the Lincoln 22-yard line. 9:24 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And the Quakers trying to take advantage of the muff punt. And let's see if they can go forward this time, Ed. When they went back last time about 30 some odd yards.
Yes, sir. Well, let's see if they can even just get the ball snapped. I'm happy.
Well, yeah, and again, if I'm the coach, I'm saying, you know what? Take your narrow behind under the
center. Go over there.
We're not doing the gun anymore.
There's some ugly things that they say that I can't say on the radio right now.
Exactly.
But he better get up on. He better get up under there.
Like I said, bring your narrow. If you know what he's doing, narrow, you know what.
No, obviously we don't know enough, Rick.
No, we don't. So they are in the gun once again, and Tank's got 2 receivers to his right. Motions for Bubba Banks to come in motion. The pitch to Mighty. Mighty cuts it up. He's got some room. Cuts it inside. He's inside the 20. And a pickup of about 4 yards.
That was a good run by Mighty.
Yeah, for Eli. Mighty Russ.
My guy. Mighty going down. Mighty breaking up a fight.
What?
Hey, man.
Mighty jack of all trades.
Hey, I like him. I like him.
Pickup of about close to 4 yards on that play. They're going to spot the ball at the 19-yard line. So Franklin trying to take advantage of the turnover and punch it in.
Mighty reminds me of James German from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
All 5'3".
Yeah,
all 5'3".
I remember 5'3".
James German.
And
get in there, Mighty.
Mighty goes inside.
Mighty came out the back end of that, too.
Yeah, and Mighty takes it all the way up to about the 15, maybe across the 15-yard line. It'll be short of the first down, but only by a yard or 2. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 15. So Mighty kind of got lost in that huddle of players there. Edwin.
Yes, sir. My homeboy who just called me on the radio. You know, look up Savannah, Georgia, and James German. Best football player to come out of Savannah. All 5'3", 145 pounds.
Yeah, but he could play the game.
Huh? Went to South Carolina State and did the same thing. Fell in love and went home.
All right, so 3rd, and we're going to call it a long, about 3 yards to go. Snap is a little bit high, but Tank is able to pull the snap down, but he is brought down for a loss.
He got bent kind of ugly too, Rick, that time. Yeah, he's limping.
Yeah, so high snap, and he had nowhere to go with it, was able to field it, and then ran to his left. Yeah, he's limping a little bit, so he's going to be looks like they're going to bring out the kicking unit. So, Edwin, they may try a field goal here, which would be about a 35-yard. Yeah, they are. And Anthony, I tell you what, Anthony.
He fell. He fell. That kid was hurt.
Yeah, yep.
He took a nasty bend just then.
So Carmonte Banks going down. So he was limping and putting pressure on, the leg. I'm not sure, like Edwin said, he kind of was bent kind of nasty on that tackle. And so we're going to keep it right here and see what happened. The trainer's working on him right now. So he was going off the field under his own power and then went down on the turf.
From a game plan standpoint, that might have been the best thing for him. Reevaluate the decision that they made. He's going to kick it, or it's 4th and 5? 4th and 4?
Yeah, about 5. Yeah, right around 5. I'll say Carmonte Banks back on his feet and walking off under his own power. So he'll no doubt be back.
Yeah.
But Franklin is going to go for the field goal here, and it's going to be about a 35-yard try for Anthony Avila. And I'm not sure, Edwin, if it's Avila or Avila. I'm going to say Avila. And
let's see if he can get into this.
Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. And it's
good.
35-yard field goal. Anthony Avila.
Way to go, bro.
Avila with the field goal. And Franklin is on the scoreboard taking advantage of the turnover. 19-3. And so the Quakers.
I tell you what, it was a jailbreak up front, too. So they just
got it off.
He got it off and got it up.
So with 7:04 left to go here in the third quarter, Franklin, the Quakers, finally on the scoreboard. 19-3, Lincoln leading it, and they will get the kickoff. But Edwin, you just never know. You get a score, you get some momentum going, you get some confidence built. You just never know what could happen. So we'll see if Franklin can take advantage, because they had 2 turnovers here, early here in the third quarter. First was the interception, and they weren't able to take advantage of that, and then the muff punt, and they get 3 points out of it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, all it takes is a little hole, and the dam will burst.
Yes, indeed. So Avila back to the 30, or lined up actually about the 31-yard line. The ball's on the 40, so he will kind of hopping up, and he will kick it, and a nice kick.
Rick, he ain't a bad kicker.
No, down to the 5-yard line is fielded.
Okay.
And the Lincoln players got a seam there. It's the sideline. He's across the 35 to 40. Stopped at about the 41-yard line, so a fine return there by the Lynx. And they've got great field position. And I want to say, I believe that was the quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, number 23, Edwin, for Lincoln. And that was their quarterback, Billy Vershaw, with the
covering
return.
kick. Covering it. Getting there.
I think that was
Lynx.
Vershaw. So 35-yard return to the 40-yard line. Lincoln will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. So great field position to start with 6:57 left to go here in the third quarter. We saw the handoff and some running. I tell you what, he breaks loose across midfield and still running on his feet. That's number 35, James Neuberger.
That was a pretty good run.
Yeah, it was. Neuberger, man, I tell you what, making people miss. He's across midfield, has a first down, and looking like he's going to be stopped. And then, man, he just breaks loose. And another Franklin player down on the field. And can't see the number, so.
Boy, there's another mighty.
On the Lincoln side of the ball.
Yes, sir. Number 21.
That is Ethan Ong.
Give me a couple like him and like Mighty, I'll take over the world.
Tough little dudes, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So again, we got a Franklin player down on the field. As soon as we can get the number, we'll let you know who it is. If you just joined us, Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 19-3. And Edwin, I mean, talk a little bit about what you're seeing. I mean, we've been talking about this all season long. These are well-played games, and especially given the fact that they didn't have a lot of time to get ready, and it's a COVID-shortened season. But these teams, these coaches have done a great job, and these kids are out here competing.
Wasn't a lot of prep time, and these guys are functioning. They have been placed in every situation you can place them in from a football standpoint. and they have survived. We've seen big plays on the last play. We've seen special team plays. Hey, these coaches have done an outstanding job of coaching. I told the guys that earlier. They've done an outstanding job of coaching. The people that's putting this together, the commissioner or the superintendent or whoever that is, they are doing a great job. I would love for all the parents to be here so these kids can take an opportunity, take a chance. Most of these kids want to go to college, and not a lot of people are being allowed to come and see them play.
Yeah.
And that's and it's an afforded opportunity. That's not happening, but the kids are giving their best.
They are,
and we should take our cap off to them because they are doing one hell of a job.
And Edwin, I believe that was number 16, Anthony Wynn, speedy, and he was helped off the field. Meanwhile, the handoff to that little dude, I believe that is that guy, number 21, Ethan Ong.
Did you see that ball security?
Yes, indeed. Ethan Ong picks up about 11 yards on the carry to the left side, and he had some room and just kept running.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and he's going to come off the field. But I tell you what, that the sophomore Ethan Ong with the fine run down to the Franklin 39-yard line. And Edwin, it looks like they're looking at the left ankle, if I'm not mistaken, of Anthony Wynn. I believe that was number 16. We'll confirm that looking across the field. But hopefully all right there. Lincoln, meanwhile, first down. And the pass over.
Good pass.
Number 7, Max
DeBro. Out of bounds. Wait a minute.
Loose. And let's see. So DeBro made the reception and then was hit along the sideline. The ball came loose, and okay, the referees are conferring on the sideline there. Franklin saying, hey, it's our ball. They're coming out. But the referees are saying no, second down. So apparently he was out of bounds, and then the ball came out.
I think that somebody touched the line, or the ball might have touched the line.
Yeah, yep. So Lincoln retains possession. They have 2nd down and 9 to go on ball on the 38-yard line. 6:19 left to play here in the third quarter. Lynx leading the Quakers 19-3. Rashal looking for his receiver, and he's got again DeBro, and he's going to be gang tackled. Oh, man, Edwin, some guys coming in.
Oh, they're holding you up.
Yeah. And the safety came in and put that shoulder down.
Oh, boy.
Max DeBro, a good catch, and it's going to be a gain of about 4 yards to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, them safeties got to put a hat on you. Them Kenny Easleys and Ronnie Lotts.
Oh, come on now.
Put a hat on you.
So 3rd and 5, and the handoff inside, and that's going to be a first down.
Good job. And that's a good run, Rick.
James Neuberger, man, he just finds the seams, Edwin, and he gets some positive yards almost every time.
Yes, sir.
Only a junior.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to seeing him next year.
So first down for Neuberger and the Lynx, and they have it on the Franklin 27-yard line. Neuberger again. He's got some room on the right side. He cuts outside.
He get a block. He's gone.
He's on the sideline there. He avoids one tackle, and he's going to be brought down
to the 4.
Man, inside the 5. Edwin, what a run.
What a run.
James Neuberger making people miss, and just a really deceptive speed and elusiveness. Takes it all the way down to the, let's see where they mark it.
Is that him coming off the field?
No, that is number 7, Max DeBro coming off the field. Now Neuberger coming off the field, yeah.
I'd have to let Neuberger get some more touches.
Yeah, well, but they brought in our guy. We got one guy on each side of the field, and then for Lincoln, it's Ethan Ong, the little guy. He's in the backfield. Now he goes in motion, and they're going to look for him. A little screen out to Ong. He catches it. Oh, man, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to throw a flag. And Edwin, that was a shoulder hit. That was
a shoulder hit.
That was J.C. Call came up, and let me tell you, he laid some leather.
But I tell you what now, Rick, the little fella got right up.
Oh, yeah. Ethan Ong got up. So Ethan Ong came in motion, and then Versal, hit him on a screen. And he was held up by the corner there. And, man, I tell you, out of nowhere, J.C. Call came up.
And then laid some
shoulder on him. And, Edwin, you can't flag that. And
you can't flag that.
Oh, and then
they call it.
Did not hit him in the head. And
no,
that
he
is
did
not. A
not.
good call.
That's an awful call. That's
I
an
mean,
awful call.
football again. As much as I get it, you want to keep kids safe and what have you. But again, he did not come in. It was not a cheap shot. He didn't lower his head. He didn't hit him in the head, but he put it on him.
But now, Rick, wait a minute now.
So
they penalized the defense.
Yes, they called that unsportsmanlike hit on call on that. So penalty on Franklin. So now it's 1st and 5, 1st and goal at the 5.
Inside.
And Neuberger
Touchdown.
delaying touchdown. Lincoln.
Hey, that was a great run, man.
James Neuberger. Yeah, you see, he's really, really patient.
Hey, stop and go.
Yeah. I mean, he just kind of waits and lets the hole open up, and James Neuberger taking it in there for the touchdown, and Lincoln coach saying, "Hey, stay on the field. They're going to go for 2."
Found the soft spot and laid in it.
Yeah, really did. But I tell you what, the play before that, leading up to the touchdown, I think just a bad call by the referees.
Yes, it was.
And touchdown. Now late call. Was there any question? But the referees coming over now. Late call, touchdown. And you hear the horn on the scoreboard, but I don't think there was any question.
Yeah.
There was a score. There was no flag. So Lincoln staying on the scoreboard again, leading at 25-3, and they're keeping the offensive unit in. And quarterback Billy Brassall in the gun, looking to his right, and he's got a receiver. But there is that man. I tell you what, Edwin, we keep calling the name of Carmonte Tank Banks, but Tank steps in and knocks the pass down.
That should have been 2 the other way.
Yeah. But you can't advance it on that, so you just knock it down. So with 5 minutes left to play, Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 25-3. We are live at Memorial Stadium. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. Metro League football will be back next week. We don't know the games yet because depending on how things finish tonight and over this weekend will dictate what seedings and what's going to happen next week, and kind of a 2-week final round robin play, if you will. Not really round robin, but the seedings. And as Daniel told you at halftime, as he was explaining, the top 4 teams have a chance to advance and play again to have a total of 7 games.
Wow. Should be pretty good.
And you want to keep it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Have you been around long enough to have seen those commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were okay. Yeah, Rainier beer.
Hey.
Yes, indeed. That's right. I keep forgetting, man. You've been in Seattle
Since 1981.
Oh my goodness.
Give or take a year or 2.
So man, I had just graduated from high school.
I was fresh out of Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Man, so 81. I was a freshman, sophomore year in college. So high kick and dropped and then picked up, and some running room and gang tackled there. Oh, I tell you what, Edwin, you got it. You got to make the catch. You got to make the catch.
My man Mighty was in there throwing blocks.
Yeah, and that was a Zaire. Z. Taylor was not able to handle initially the kickoff, but then got it. And so, but a short return there because Lincoln was able to gang tackle, get a number of players down there, make the stop. So Franklin will take over 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line, trailing 25-3, 4:53 left to go here in the third quarter. So again, Carmonte Tank Banks, quarterback. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Ball's in the middle of the field. And now Mighty in motion. And Tank, was looking for Mighty, but Tank just kind of got a knuckleball there and falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
They ain't scared to put Mighty in the game.
No.
I like him.
Yeah, he will mix it up in there, offensively and defensively.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, no quit, no fear in that young man. And it looks like from our vantage point here, it looks like he's about your boy. What's your boy's name again from Savannah?
James German.
James German. You're 5'3".
Yes, sir.
I would be surprised if Mighty's taller than 5'2", 5'3". Another bad snap, and so the snap is a little bit. What's happening, Edwin? A little bit high, and Tank was just not able to field it.
Yep.
It bounced off his hands, and he was able to just get down on it. So it's going to be a big loss back to the 15-yard line.
Well, they got to be careful now that the center don't get discouraged.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
You know, I've seen guys just basically all but lose it.
So it's going to make it 3rd and about 18 yards to go.
So that's
ball's on the 14-yard line. They got to get all the way out to the 33.
That's the 5th. That's the 5th snap.
Yeah. He's
so he gonna start taking something off of it.
Just got to get it a little bit lower. Good snap that
good
time.
One there.
Tank's got some running room. Tank's going to tuck it. He's going to go and avoids a tackle at the 20. Breaks another tackle, and he's going to be brought down about the 25-yard line. So a good scramble there by Tank Banks. Takes it out to the 25-yard line. That'll make it 4th and about 8 to go. So no doubt Franklin punting unit will come on the field. Yeah, there we see him, that guy, number 0, Anthony Avila. Avila has, tell you what, Edwin, with his leg, he has he's played quite a game for the Franklin Quakers.
I can look at his shoes and see he plays soccer.
Yeah. Green and orange.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm okay with the green. Well, kickers, that's okay, but everybody else is like, okay, we ain't got no orange in our team colors. Why are you wearing that? So the snap will rush, but
look at that. Look at that punt there.
High punt is going to be fair caught. And it's on the turf. But Ballard is on it back at the 38-yard line. So again, another fine punt. And Edwin, I don't think any of his punts, if I recall, if only one maybe have been returned, but that's the 3rd fair catch. He had a couple fair catches in the first half. One was muffed, and Franklin was able to recover it. So tell you what, Anthony, they've got a weapon there. And Anthony Avila, the kicker.
The kid got a good leg.
Yeah, he really does. Avila's only a junior, so he'll be back. So Lincoln with 3:09 left to play in the 3rd quarter, leading at 25-3. They'll line it up on the 39-yard line. Nose of the football just barely touching 39. And now some whistles, and it looks like there's going to be a timeout. Franklin calling timeout. So timeout in the action here. We are live at Memorial Stadium. 3:09 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And Lincoln, the Lynx, leading the Franklin Quakers 25-3.
The Lynx. Okay, I understand. But I thought the Abes would have been better.
Well, and that is the Lincoln of Tacoma, if I'm not mistaken.
They are the Abes.
Yep.
Okay. Or the hi-hats. That would have been pretty good.
I'm looking at Lincoln's uniforms, man. The black and the red and the helmets.
That little metallic look. That's pretty good.
Metallic stripes and logos on the helmet. Yeah, they're looking real good.
And they're pretty scrappy. Again, this has been a pretty good football game.
Yeah, well played. And it's just nice to see. Again, we've talked about this so often, Edwin. These young players, young kids getting out, these student athletes, and getting a chance to do what they love.
And still competing, Rick.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. And so important in everything. I mean, they've been doing remote school for the longest. I'm not sure if Seattle Public Schools, I think high school still is in remote. I don't think they're back on campus yet. And handoff inside, and that is James Neuberger. He's got some room out close to midfield, close to the first down. And I like James Neuberger, man. He finds the seams, and he just is patient, lets the blocks, kind of materialize, and then, man, boom, he hits the hole.
Hit that seam and hit it running.
So a pickup of about 8 yards out to the 47-yard line, just shy of midfield. So quarterback Billy Brassard's got a couple receivers to his right, 2 to his left, hand off again. And look
there
at
you go. There you go.
Edwin,
there you
great
go.
Run there again.
There you go.
James Neuberger. So if you're not able to watch what he's doing, he's getting the handoff and literally just kind of stutter stepping, waiting for the hole to open up, waiting for that seam, and then he hits it.
Hey Rick, can I say Terry Metcalf?
Oh my goodness, come on. Terry Metcalf on this field and at Franklin High School. Come on.
Wow. Really?
But
wow. Okay.
Yeah, Terry Metcalf. Come on. Seattle.
Yes, sir.
Franklin High School. So that was a gain out across midfield to the 46-yard line, first down. So Lincoln, 1st and 10 on the Franklin 46-yard line. Brassard And got a receiver
You
out
got
here
it. Can beat it
on-
by yourself. You can beat.
Great move by the receiver, Edwin. Oh, my goodness. I believe that was Jack Leary, if
Watch
I'm not
out.
mistaken.
Watch out. Watch out over there on the sideline there, little man.
Jack Leary, number 18, and he shook the defensive back out of his shoes, man. He gave a little shoulder going to the right, going to the left, went back to the right, and the defender went to the left.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
He gave him the dead leg, and he went for it.
Man. Yes, indeed. And I believe that's number 18, Edwin. It's either 18 or 16. I believe 18. Help me out there because I said Jack Leary. It's either Jack Leary or Eddie McKay. And I apologize, those of you listening, hard to see the numbers. And yeah, that was 18.
Yeah.
And so this first down or second down carry, so that was a gain of 9 yards. Second down and 1 in the carry. It's going to be a first down. They're going to spot the ball right on the 36-yard line. 1:06 left to play here in the third quarter. Lincoln leading Franklin by a score of 25-3. And yeah, that was Jack Leary. So Jack Leary is sophomore, and man, he put a move on the defensive back here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was number 11, Bubba Banks. And man, he shook Bubba out of his jockstrap.
Yes, sir. Left it there on the 40.
Yeah, really? Oh, my, oh, my.
I'm telling you, gave him the dead leg. Whoa.
Handoff once again. And, a great defensive play coming from the backside.
Yeah.
Uno Pugh. So Uno almost broke it up. The handoff from
almost took the handoff.
Yeah, from Versal to Neuberger. And then Neuberger was held up a little bit, and then Uno came from the backside and tackled him for a short gain of about a yard to the 35-yard line.
I think they say relentless pursuit.
Yes, sir. So that's going to do it for the third quarter here with Lincoln leading by a score of 25-3. And I think, are we going to go to Daniel for some scores? I think we are. So at the end of 3, Lincoln leading Franklin 25-3. Daniel, what's up around the city?
Thank you, Rick. Here with another scoring update brought to you by For Culture. As a cultural funding agency for King County, For Culture wants to support your creative work. We are following both the other Metro League games as much as we can. Right now, Rainier Beach and Chief Self and Ingram at Roosevelt. Our last reported score for the Rainier Beach Chief Self was over an hour ago, saying it was in the second quarter, with Rainier Beach leading Chief Self 21-0. There has been no reported score on Ingram Roosevelt. We are trying to report those for you, but they're just not being reported to us. Yesterday, there was a Seattle Preps comeback win against Bishop Blanchette, 27-26. Eastside Catholic defeating Ballard with a control of that game, 28-13. O'Day with a dominating win over Garfield, 49-7, and the Lakeside Cleveland game was actually canceled. Back to Rick and Edwin.
Here we are.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. So they switch sides of the field, and Lincoln has the ball, and they have a second and check that. I'm sorry. Franklin has the ball, second and a yard to go. Forgive me. Lincoln does have the ball.
Oh!
And Neuberger on the right side. And if I can figure this out, Ed, we'll be in good shape. But
you're going to be all right. Just take your time. You went to Florida A&M. I don't expect much. Rick.
So the pitch to Neuberger, and he gets the first down. It was a second and about 9 to go, and he picked it up the first down all the way down to the 25-yard line. So Lincoln leading 25-3 here. And they're going to spot it at the 24-yard line. So Lincoln, 1st and 10, driving at the start of the fourth quarter here. So the Lynx with the ball on the 24-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, the handoff.
Whoa, what a play.
Yeah, coming in
what a
from
play.
out of nowhere is number 44, Uno Pugh. Dave Uno Pugh, and he makes the stop. Sophomore.
Uno is a solid inside linebacker in there.
Yeah, he hit that seam, man. He hit that gap, and he came in, and he's going to stop Neuberger for a loss of about 3. So the ball back to the 32, check that, the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 13 to go.
Well, Rick, can I trouble you for a ride home? I think my wife ain't going to come and pick me up.
Oh, we don't want her to come out of the house. We're okay. We got it. I got you. And Versal got a receiver deep, and
touchdown!
Oh, great!
What
catch.
A catch!
Great catch!
What a catch!
That was Pace Carcelo, and I tell you what, Versal threw it up, and Carcelo went up and high pointed at Edwin and brought it down. Touchdown, Lincoln!
Those are the ones that get you on the front page of the newspaper.
Man, Pace Carcelo went up and got that ball, Edwin, and it was great coverage. He had a defender draped all over him, but he still went up and high pointed that ball, brought it down for the touchdown. Wow.
Yeah, you hear it a lot until you see it, you understand it.
Yep.
That was high pointing the football.
That's exactly what it was. Man, a great catch. So Lincoln with that goes up 31-3. 10:36 left to go here in the ball game in the fourth quarter.
Boy, this little fella here out there to kick.
And high snap.
Watch out.
I feel for the holder. There's a high snap, and he got the ball. And it's like a deer in the headlights.
And the kicker got out of the way. Man, them boys coming, the big old fellas coming up into here. I don't blame him. I'd have got out of the way too.
I can't help you out there.
Hey.
Yo, baby.
You should have put the ball down.
Really? So extra point is no good. So Lincoln with the 31-3 lead. 10:36 left to play here in the ball game.
Well, a snapping, if there's anything that you don't want to be bad, that's the worst thing going on is the snapping.
Yeah, both teams, Franklin in particular, struggled with that, the long snapper. So hopefully they get that corrected. So again, 10:36 left to play in the ball game. Lincoln leading Franklin 31-3 here live at Memorial Stadium. And it truly is now Friday night under the lights. And looking to our left, we see, I only see a couple cranes, man. You know, well, it's been, the past few years, man. Well, crane to our right, 2 to our left. You know, they talk about, man, the construction going on in the Seattle area, man, and it just continues. It's like under continuous construction.
Because we first started, it wasn't many up at all, was it, Rick? Then all of a sudden, they just start popping up.
Yeah, then a bunch of them, man.
I'm still waiting to go up in the Space Needle for the first time.
Well, you let me know when you're ready. I will join you, big fella.
Oh, no, sir.
I am not afraid of it.
I am terrified.
You can do it, man. You can do it.
I can see.
I'll be there with you.
I can see us rolling right down now to Lake Washington. Oh, another great kick, man.
And it's going to be fielded by
Get
JC
back in the middle
Cole.
of the field. Get back in the
Cole's
middle of the field.
Room. He's across the 30, the 35. He's still on his feet. Then they're going to be gang tackle. JC Cole.
It's a good return.
Yes, it was. Giving Franklin good field position on about the 37-yard line, I think is where they're going to spot it. So good return there by JC Cole to bring it out for the Quakers.
Oh, got a flag on the field.
Yeah, that's way back at the almost midfield. So I'm not sure, Edwin. I didn't see. They're going to call hold on the Quakers, hold on the receiving team. So that's going to bring it back after a good return and giving Franklin good field position to start out. They are going to go back 10 yards, to the 20. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like somewhere around the 28-yard line. So the Quakers will take over 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line, trailing 31-3. 10:26 left to play here at Memorial Stadium. I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey. You're listening to live coverage right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. And if you're listening but not watching, tune in to our Facebook page, YouTube, or Twitch, and you can see the action as well as hear our call. High snap, but the Tank is able to bring it down. Scrambling to his right. He's got the ball's loose, and it's knocked out of his hands, and it goes right into the hands of a defender, and Ballard is going to take over. So Tank, high snap, but it was able to pull it in, Edwin, and then was scrambling, and a defender had his jersey, and he was still running, and the ball was knocked loose and right into the hands of a Ballard player.
Oh, Rick Dupree.
I'm sorry, of a Lincoln player. Lincoln.
Oh,
and
man.
the Lincoln Lynx will take over. Edwin, if I do that again.
We might have to run to the car, man.
If I do that again, just take my mic.
Hey. Hey, the people from Lincoln is pulling up in the parking lot now.
I know. Please forgive me. My name is Juan Cotto. No, just I'm not gonna do that. Juan, you're my man. You know that. This is Rick Dupree, and if I can get it right, charge it to my head, not my heart, and first down carry, and a couple of Franklin players there, led by Uno, to make the stop, and nowhere to go for Neuberger. It's gonna be a loss of about 3 yards. So the Lynx will have it second and about 14. We'll call it the loss back to the 34-yard line. Man, what a play, though. Tank was trying to make a play, and the ball was just knocked loose and went right into the hands of a Lincoln player.
A very opportunistic Lincoln player.
Yes, indeed. So the Lynx second, and I'll call it 13.
Easy.
Hand off to Neuberger. Bounces it out to the right side.
Wow, got inside of that.
One guy missed, spins, and he's inside the 30. He's still on his feet to the 25. I tell you what, James Neuberger making guys miss and keeping those legs moving. I like this kid.
I tell you what, I know who my MVP is.
Man, he is playing the game and just keeping the ball moving. Gets it all the way down to the 25-yard line and pickup of about 10 yards.
And look at the size of his offensive line right there, Rick.
Yeah, I mean, not a big offensive line.
No, sir.
I mean, you look at a couple of guys on the Franklin defensive side.
One guy is bigger than all of them.
Yeah. So it's going to be third and about maybe a long 3. Handoff again. Neuberger cuts it up. Kind of delays. He's going to have a first down. Brought down right around the 20-yard line.
Right at the start. Right at the marker. Down marker.
Yep. Yeah, he is just a patient runner. I have not seen a young runner that shows that kind of patience, man. He gets the ball.
Not somebody his age.
Yeah, just really, really waiting for it to open up. I mean, it's almost like it's area blocking, and he kind of just and you get the ball and kind of waiting. When I was at UW, we used to have the sprint draw series.
Yes.
And you would get the ball, and the quarterback literally would bring you in that eye back position. You're back about 8 yards and bring the ball back. And you kind of get it, and then you kind of read the blocking. And you
eyes up is what they say.
Oh, and man, I tell you, right there for the stop is big number 62 for Franklin.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness, that is Jalen Jones, JJ, and nowhere to go for Ethan Ong. I believe it was 21. Yes, sir.
Went out there and gave the cornerback some old 1965 dap.
And so a loss of about 3 yards on the play. And, man, that was, I tell you what, Edwin, that was a play. JJ came in, and he just was not fooled.
No, sir. He's had enough. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
And handoff.
Oh, that young man there.
I'm sorry, I said handoff. That was the quarterback keeper.
Yes, sir.
And Billy Versall. And Versall. He's going to have a first. Was that Versall? I believe it was.
Hey, I'm going to tell you now, this Lincoln program is not a bad program.
No, they are showing.
Well coached.
And Edwin, I believe that was I think that was and forgive me, I'm having trouble seeing the numbers, but I believe that wasn't well, anyway, regardless, a pickup for a first down by Lincoln. They got the ball first and 10 at the 11-yard line. And the handoff, and that is that young man, Ethan Ong. And Ong, short gain.
He battled for about 1.5.
Yeah, let's see where they spot it. Do they give him? I think they're going to mark it at the 10-yard line. So, yeah, like you said, about a yard and a half. So, 2nd and 9. So, Lincoln can get a first down and get it down just inside the 1-yard line. They can get a first down. So, we've got man, it is quiet in here. So quarterback Billy Versall's got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Handoff to Ethan Ong, and Ong a short gain again, and they're making the stop for Franklin is number 34, D. Adams.
Okay.
Tavares D. Adams.
Look like Lincoln might have one guy on the offensive line that's 200 pounds.
Yeah.
His number was that 77? Is that the center?
Or 71.
71?
I think it is 71.
Everybody else is about 180, 185 pounds.
Yeah, you got 71.
71.
And the guy next to him, a little bit taller, but
lean.
71 is Benjamin Spiegelman. And the handoff.
Oh, boy.
Ethan Ong to the
Oh!
cuts up, touchdown, Lincoln. Ethan Ong, a great run. Got the ball on the left side. It was a kind of that student body left, if you will, Edwin.
Yes,
and then he
sir.
saw a seam, cut it up, and man, hit the hole and ran it in for the touchdown. Sophomore Ethan Ong, touchdown, Lincoln.
Well, you're talking about the size of the offensive line, but if you're going to run those kind of plays,
Man.
you need guys that can get out there and can run.
Yeah.
And they have that, and they're very productive.
Yeah, and again, I mean, almost like you know what I'm talking about when I say area blocking.
Yes.
And you kind of, as a running back, you're reading what the guys are doing, and that, you know, that type of a high snap on, but the kick is up, and it's going to be good. The extra point, finally, they got one in there. So with 5:48 left to play, Lincoln taking a commanding 38-3 lead over Franklin. But yeah, the area blocking, you put a lot of trust in your running backs that they can read.
Seal.
Yeah.
As long as you seal blocking it, now you seal, kick, go.
Yep. And that's what we're seeing, and it is being executed to perfection by Lincoln tonight against Franklin Quakers. So again, the Lynx leading the Quakers 38-3, 5:48 left to play in the ball game.
I'll tell you who else is impressive. Our sideline guy with the telephone down there. He's giving us quality looks.
Yeah, Tack.
All I got to do is just go and get Tack a coat before Tack got me cold. Just looking at him, I'm cold.
Like, brother, man, come on now. Our people ain't used to that.
No, sir, bro. No, that's too cold.
Man, I tell you. I got to be in some warmth, man. I got to be in some heat, baby. And so the high kick, is going to be fielded by Mighty at about the 4-yard line. Going to his right side. He's got a seam, and he's going to be hit and stood up and still on his feet, still moving, but they're going to say he was down. Look at Mighty. Mighty keeping them legs moving.
Hey.
But they're going to say he was down at about the 26-yard line.
Hey, Rick. Mighty is just short. He wasn't down.
I know.
That's all. They blew the whistle, but he was still up. Man, that kid's one heck of a football player.
So they're going to call him down at the 26-yard line. Franklin to take over, trailing 38-3. They'll take over on there. Now the referee moves the ball out a little bit more, so the nose of the football just shy of the 27-yard line. And the Quakers will take over 1st and 10.
I run Mighty under and see if I can get the ball in his hand.
Mighty is a slot back on the right side.
Oh.
Tank looking deep. He's got a receiver down the seam.
And he
throws
you got to make that catch.
JC just could not make the catch.
He's got to make that catch there now.
And the defensive back on the play there that kind of made the hit was Max DeBro. Yeah. And then I like what I saw, man. DeBro helped JC call up.
Yep.
And both of them kind of pat each other on the helmet saying good play.
But he ran a good route.
Yeah.
You know, showed good effort. You just got to make the catch.
Yeah. The ball was there. You got to get up and grab it. And J.C. Call was just not able to pull it in. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Quakers. And the referee calling for a new ball out. And he'll spot it down again on the 27-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Quakers. Hank Banks has got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. High snap, but he's able to pull it down and steps up. And then, he's got Mighty out in the open. Mighty cutting it back, and not a lot of room there.
Mighty took him on 4 of them.
Mighty's going to pick up maybe a couple of yards out to the 30-yard line. So, yeah, just nowhere to go on that one, Edwin. He had, as you said, about 4 players there. He tried to make something. Got a couple of yards out of it, so it'll be 3rd. And I'll give him 3rd. I'll say, 3 yards, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7.
Ball is on the 30-yard line. 3 receivers now split to the right for Tank Banks. 1 to his left, the short side of the field.
They got Mighty's not. They got 3 receivers over there and only 2 guys out there that's coming.
Yeah. You got this the safeties over there, but
He's
got more in the middle of the field. And they're going to hit Mighty. And no, check that. That is
I think he might have that, Rick. That's going to be close. Yes, it's first down.
Khalifa Malang, and they call him Lifa. And Lifa got the first down. So Lifa was just there at the hash. Edwin kind of settled down, and then Tank put it on him. And so first down for the Franklin Quakers. Ball's out to about the 37-yard line. 4:25 left to play in the ball game. Lincoln leading 38-3. Tank with 3 receivers now to his wide side of the field, which is his left side this time. High snap, and it's over his head again. It's on the turf, and he's going to be brought down.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, Edwin, that has been a story of the ball game. Franklin, their long snapper, and just
that's the Achilles heel.
Yeah.
That's the Achilles heel right now. And it happens. It happens in every game. Again, it's just how do you come back from it? Because now the center is shook.
And Tank looking to his right.
Throw it.
This way. Now he's going to scramble, and he's going to be brought down, Edwin, man.
Wow.
And, boy, that ball is way back. They've got a long way to go.
Yes, sir, they do. Yes, sir, they do.
Ball is marked at the 23-yard line for the
I've been trying to touch bases with my wife so I can give my godson Malachi Satterwhite a shout out.
Have him listen, huh?
Yeah.
So 3rd and a mile to go. The ball's on the
Rick.
And Tank is going to fall on it again inside the 10-yard line. So, Edwin, that is just killing.
Hey,
Franklin.
Rick.
At some point, you and I have said this, man. At some point, you got to say, you know what? Just line it up under center.
Get under the center, take the snap, and hand the ball off.
Yeah.
But quit shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. I mean, they had the ball out to the 37-yard line, have to get out to the 47 for the first down. And now with that second bad snap, Tank falling on it, they have the ball on the 9-yard line.
And they're in this position here that they're in because of bad snaps.
Yeah. So 4th and 4th and a long way to go.
A heap. A whole heap.
A whole heap. Whole heap, man. Yeah, no. Sanka, you're all right, man. You're dead, man. Yeah. Cool running.
I gone from
And
almost
blocked, but good kick, and the Ballards, the Lincoln sideline saying, hey, get away from it.
Leave it alone.
And so Lincoln will take over. The ball was down by Franklin at the 49-yard line. So a fine kick, Edwin, by Anthony Avila, and he has been a bright spot for Franklin. Let me tell you, with his leg.
Pretty much the only good spot for Franklin.
Yeah.
He's been kicking, punting, and doing one heck of a job.
Yeah, I mean, Franklin's had some great plays. I mean, Uno Pugh has played a great game, made a lot of good stops. J.C. Call has played a good game. Mighty, our guy, has done a great job.
Yeah.
Tank Banks. But again, Franklin just not able to kind of get anything sustained here. So with a minute 58 left to go in the ball game, Lincoln will take over at the Franklin 49-yard line, leading 38-3.
You have to love Uno. Uno's been solid.
And so the handoff and a nice move there. And the ball's on the ground.
I think some guys is getting some run who normally don't get any run.
Yeah.
And the teammates is excited for him.
Yeah. Lincoln teammates excited, and I believe that run was number 41. That is Benjamin Caron.
Yeah, he shows that there's some future.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
And so nice pickup of about 5 yards there for Benjamin. And another handoff, and that is him again.
Uno.
And in to make the stop for Franklin, Uno Pugh.
Yes, sir. No matter what the situation is, he ain't stopped playing.
Yeah, no, he is bringing it. So no gain on that play. So it'll be 3rd and about 5 to go.
That's always good to see a kid who normally don't get no run just because he's young, just got there.
Yeah, freshman. And now he's got teammates crowd him on the sideline and patting him on. They had 2 carries, 5 yards.
Hey, Rick, you know that does a lot for your confidence now.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. A freshman getting out on that big field.
Yes, sir.
So 3rd down. Quarterback Billy Brassard is going to hand it off. Now he
took it back from him.
Oh, and he's going to
Touchdown.
Billy Brassard is off to the races. He's going to go in. Touchdown. Billy Brassard. Oh, my goodness.
What a play.
44 yards. And so tell you what, it was almost like that option play, and he literally had it in the hands of his running back.
And took it back.
The defender came to tackle the running back. He took it back, found a seam, and it was off to the races. Billy Brassard, 44 yards, touchdown, Lincoln. Oh, man, what a play.
It's a good game for Lincoln today.
Yeah, they have come out and really represented, done a fine job out here. Tough day for Franklin. A better team than they're showing in this ball game.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Unfortunate for them.
So with 33 seconds left to play, Lincoln back on the scoreboard, 44, and they'll try the extra point, see if they can extend that lead to 45-3. And now the holder, he comes off and somebody else coming back out to hold it. So I'm not sure what would happen. They're going to change holders, and now they're going to have to call a timeout because the play clock, I'm running out.
I ain't never seen nothing like that there before.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Did the holder forget he was a holder or what? And somebody else was like, wait a minute, I'm not the holder.
Wait a minute.
I do it.
Wait a minute. I got to get off this field. That scared me just then. I'm seeing something I ain't never seen before.
Yeah. So with 33 seconds left to play here in the ball game, Lincoln leading Franklin 44-3.
And to be totally honest, it was not a bad football game.
No, it really wasn't, Edwin. And a well-played game and a closer game than the score indicates.
Yes.
But again, you made mention of this a moment ago. Franklin just has got to figure out, with the long snap there, and they just have had trouble. The extra point is up, and the kick is good.
That's a solid kick.
Yep, so I make it 45-3. But, yeah, that has been, a thorn in the side of Franklin here, not able to get a consistent long snap in the gun and what's happening.
Just secure the snap.
Yeah, that's really hurt him.
I couldn't remember because it started with the Cowboys.
Yep.
And
the shotgun.
Man, they have a couple of them that's a little too high for Starback. That's it. You don't see that no more.
Come on, Tom Landry wasn't playing.
Hey,
come on.
Tom Landry never second-guessed himself.
No. Tom Landry always had that trench coat on and the hat.
Man,
come on.
Looking like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Y'all Cowboy fans can be mad.
Yeah, but hey.
I ain't never liked the Cowboys.
The truth hurts.
Hey, if it wasn't for a couple of guys I played college football with, I don't think I would ever like them.
Yeah, well.
And my dad and brother lived and died with them.
One of the reasons I like the Cowboys is because that man that wore number 22, fastest man alive.
Bullet Bob.
Yes, sir. From FAMU.
Yes,
Bob
sir.
Hayes. And the return for Franklin.
I like the big offensive tackle from Fort Valley that they had there. And for the life of me right now, and too many traps, I can't remember his name.
I'm not sure. Offensive tackle?
Big offensive tackle for the Cowboys. All-Pro, Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer.
Oh, I should know that, but I don't know.
Somebody calling it right now. Somebody tell me what that Cowboy offensive tackle out of Fort Valley.
So a penalty on the play. 26 seconds left to play. Lincoln leading Franklin 45-3. And let's see what the call is. I think it's going against the Quakers. The ball's going to go back. Yeah, it's a hold on the return. So what we have time for maybe 2 plays. We'll see what Franklin decides to do if they put the ball in the air. So Lincoln getting a couple of their younger players out on defense here to get a play or 2 on the big field. And this is going to go back, and the referee marching the ball back inside the 20. It looks like Edwin too. I want to say that. Let's see where he sets it down. So hope you have enjoyed our coverage of Metro League football. We'll continue next week as they go into a mini playoff. And okay, it looks like from the spot of the foul, man. So the hold looks like it occurred on the 19-yard line, and the referee taking it all the way back to the 9-yard line. So Franklin will start off 1st and 10, 26 seconds left to play. Now the clock running, 25, 24. So this will be the final play unless it's an incomplete pass.
Hey, Rick, his name is Rayfield Wright.
Rayfield Wright.
Yes, sir. Legendary offensive lineman.
Okay, I
from
didn't know that.
from the HBCUs.
I'm learning something today. So this will be the final play. 4, 3, 2, 1, and they don't get it off. And so that will be the ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. Lincoln with a commanding 45-3 win over the Franklin Quakers, and that'll do it for us here at Memorial Stadium. We'll be back next week and listen to and tune in to Rainier Avenue Radio. And once the pairings are made and the times are set, we will let you know when we will be back out here at Memorial Stadium next week to give you the final 2 weeks of play. And real quickly before we sign off, we'll go to Daniel for final scores. Daniel, what do you have around the league? Anything that you can share with us?
The 2 games that we're trying to follow right now, Rainier Beach and Chief Self, and as well as the other one, Ingram and Roosevelt. They are not reporting any of their scores right now. We can't report on those, but we could play our touchdowns from this game real quick if we want to. Want to review them real quick? Yeah, let's play them real quick. Just one of them? Okay, pick one.
The most exciting one. Your pick.
Man,
let's see what we got.
There were so many.
Yeah.
So many. Let's just go with the 119.
Yeah, as I add them.
And the handoff to Neuberger. No, fake the handoff and a pass in there. Oh, and a great pass.
There it is. All right.
Well, that was kind of quick, but we got it there. So that's going to do it for us here at Memorial Stadium. For Edwin Bailey, for Daniel B., for Taylor Kareen, for Tony B., thanks for tuning in. And like I said, stay tuned this week. We'll let you know what our coverage will be next week once the games are set. Until then, check Edwin and myself out on
Taylor
Monday
Kareen
night.
look like Nala.
Check Edwin and I and me out on Monday Night Sports, Monday night at 6:30 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Until then, peace.
We'll be there.
Bless. Yes, sir.